just wanna make the world smile. I just wanna make the world dance. God knows where I am. God knows where I am. You can touch my angel wing, yank a feather from my back. You can have all the love in the world, even if the world stands. I just wanna make the whole earth smile. I just wanna make the whole earth smile. I tried so hard, I did a lot to you, believe me. I just wanna make the whole earth smile. I just wanna make the world smile. Do you think I'm bad? Do you think I'm wrong? Or I'm too slutty? I think sometimes it hurts to feel empty. I think I do something weird to get the feeling inside. I thought I'd just die if someone touched me. I think sometimes I just prefer to die. Clawed hands gripping, tear away at your skin. There's something else underneath. It hurts, it feels so good, like a glowing new shape. You look like nothing that you ever seen before. I just wanna be different, I just wanted to choose. Grind it up and repurpose to deflate a balloon. Never fit in the old me, always hated the new. Always thought I was useless, but I'm perfect for you. An invisible light is shining right through you. An invisible light, an invisible light. An invisible light is shining right through you. The lost of our civilization that harvested the powers of the universe. Go back up to the surface and take better care of the world than we did once. Good luck. Good luck. Good fucking luck. One egg with 2 yolks. Barbecue beans over plastic smoke. Got 'em with a 360 no scope. There's no way out, there's no hope. The only way through is down. Catch up on white bread. A little salt 'cause I like it. I wanna fall in love, but I got no soul. Just a torture club more than a UFO. Okay. Did you see a landscape of thorns? Did you see a landscape of thorns? Did it make you full of fear? Did it make you curious? I've been a 3-mile island in silent hell. I fixed my ugly growth third eye with the 12-volt power drill. I've been to LA and New York City, but there was nothing there but cops. And everybody died while everybody watched. One egg with 2 yolks. Barbecue beans over plastic smoke. Got 'em with a
right, welcome everyone. Who is here? No one! No one is here. No one is here currently. And I'm fine with that. Because I'm used to no one being here. I'm used to the silence of my own thoughts. Welcome. Oh, yeah, number one. Trudy Light coming in, number one. Coming in on the Schizoid Angst. Who knows how long hours. Welcome to the show, Solar Scribe Chronicler. Welcome. Trudy is here, and she's too hot to trot. I see a third person has arrived. Hello. How you guys doing? How's everyone's trash can doing? Is it dirty? Is it mangy? Is it moldy? Or is it nice and clean, spick and span? How's that trash can of a life doing for you guys? The silver lining and the garbage can. It's usually mercury. That's the only problem. Cleaned it today. Ooh, Solar Scribe cleaning his trash can. Kinky. All right, let's see here. All right, let's get some background music. My usual kind of background music. Da 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 da. No, it won't be me singing because I'm a terrible singer. I'm a terrible singer. So I wouldn't do that to you. Oh, that's a little too loud. Let's see here. Let's fix that. Just a little bit. Let's see here. Still a little too loud. So hard to control. Why is this so hard to control? So let me manipulate this a bit. There should be a way for me to like. Ugh. I hate it. I hate volume control shit. It's like the fucking worst. Hold on. It's like super hard to control. Just a little psychosis. It's Rudy coming in with the hot psychosis. The sexiest of psychosis. It's Zoiditis. Schizoid Satellite published her video not 20 minutes ago. Sounds good there, Dave Dog. Welcome, Dave Dog. Welcome. Is this how I'm supposed to talk for the purposes of streaming? Is this the kind of voice? Hey, I'm Markiplier. Fucking some Markiplier fucking voice. God, that guy has a great voice, man. Say what you will about his say what you will about Markiplier's content or streaming or whatever. Successful as it may be, but man, that guy has an awesome voice. Markiplier always had a great fucking voice. You remind me of a modern Hispanic / American Vincent Price with that lighting. Oh, okay. I'll take it. I have no problems with Vincent Price. I will take such a compliment. No, I love myself some Vincent Price films. How's the audio on the music? Too loud? Is it alright? Is it manageable? I just want to know, just in case. I'll fix it. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Have mercy upon me. Your fallen son. Alright, let's see. Close this off. It's not too loud? Oh, that's good. Thank you, Dave Doge. Is it Doge? I think it's Doge. I like Doge better than Dog. Dave Doge. Alright, guys. Let's see here. So, one thing I want to make an announcement about, but I was hoping was hoping maybe there'd be like, I'm gonna wait till there's at least 6 people. Give me 6 people. If you give me 6 concurrent viewers, I'll get started. If not, we're not doing anything all night. We're just gonna fucking sit here and not do shit. I hope you're ready for that possibility. I want 6 motherfuckers on here watching me before I bother saying anything. Well, anything of any kind of like interest. Let me see here. I already posted it in the. Oh, we're up to 5. All right, cool. Winner, chicken dinner. Let me make a little something here. A little question box for tonight. Okay, little question box for tonight. So maybe a poll. A poll would be more interesting. No. There we go. I'm gonna leave the Q&A there. So at the top there, if there's any questions you guys have while I'm talking, you can drop it there. I will answer them when I feel like it, and put them there. Put questions there. Any other live chat is fine. Whatever, put it wherever. But actual questions, please put them in the box. Even if they're a question that isn't necessarily in conjunction with the topic, if it's a question you feel is important or something, just ask it anyway. I don't care. But I'm gonna get started on what I want to talk about because there's like 7 fucking people now, so I have to get started. Okay, no, there are another 6. They're leaving. Oh shit. Oh no. Oh no. Should start worrying, right, and all that kind of shit. Okay. This is the subject of today. The subject of today. The typing ASMR. Hold on. Oh, you like the clickety clacks? Hold on. Let's give Tay another few seconds of that. There you go, Tay. You enjoying that? Just for you, all right? That was just for you, Tay. Okay. So, I am a clout chaser. I am making an official announcement that I am officially in the process of attempting to be the biggest mental health clout chaser and orbiter this world has ever seen. That's my new goal, okay? My new goal is to become a lifelong clout chaser. Now, let me explain before everyone starts unsubscribing. So, oh, your chronic long depression is gone now. Okay, good. Tell me when it comes back, and I'll do some more clickety-clack ASMR for you there, Tay. So, what I mean by I want to just be openly a mental health clout chaser is that based on the feedback I got from the fans, gross, from people that watch and all that kind of stuff, a lot of them consider me, I guess, to be somewhat of a, activist slash advocate, right? Because I guess what makes me an advocate is that I'm trying to promote conversations and topics that aren't very popular, that are lesser known, about topics that most of society and stuff isn't really all that interested in. But in some sense, I'm also an activist in the sense that, like, I'm trying to change or paradigm shift certain things within the mental health community pertaining to people on the schizo spectrum, schizoids especially, because that's my personal kind of realm of things. But nonetheless, the kind of trying to overturn a few things, shake up a few, a few C's, I guess, in whatever way I can. So so that kind of makes me an activist in that sense, because I'm kind of anti institutional thinking when it comes to certain things, especially in the mental health world, right? So I guess in a sense that kind of makes me an activist in a weird way. So I never thought, as I told someone else earlier, I never thought I'd care. I never thought I'd be hopeful about anything enough to want to be an activist for anything, right? So I guess I'm now one, since I have hope for change, and I'm trying to create that change in whatever way I can. Okay. The other part is, because of that, I feel like the best thing I can do is just to be openly say that I will actively and openly be a clout chaser, a mental health clout chaser. Now, I think in the previous stream, not that long ago, I forgot who it was. Thanks for whoever did say it, but I had said something like, or I joked something about being clout chaser or mental health clout chaser. And then somebody said, hey, you should just like adopt that. That's actually a pretty funny and also useful platform, like kind of thing to adopt as like a title. And I'm like, yeah, actually that is, it's fucking hilarious, because like I'm anything but a clout chaser in that I don't care about fame or power. I put fame and power in my tags too for the stream. I don't really care about being famous or being powerful in any capacity, except for that I want to advocate for this stuff and talk about it and make some changes. So if clout chasing can get me there, then fuck it. I'm going to be like really utilitarian about it. I don't care. Because I started thinking about it more and more, and I'm like, wait a minute. Angst, you're an optimistic nihilist. Okay? One of your primary ideals is the reduction of what I like to term unproductive suffering. And what better way to do that in a society that is built on social ladder climbing than to become a social ladder climber? Right? Beat them at their own game. And so I'm like, okay, so I'm good at masking, so I've done that for a long time. I'm good at adapting to environments that are, you know, internally inhospitable. I'm good at, well, I'm not good at this one, but I'm learning to be better at not being completely collapsing like a star. Anytime I think about the tragedy that is human existence and the current state of society in the world, and the lack of cognitive empathy that exists on this planet. When I think about that, I'm just like, yeah, I collapse like a dying star. But I'm working on that one, right? That's one of my weaknesses right now. Right? Is I get overwhelmed by the abstract amount of suffering I perceive. So beyond that, yeah, I'm just thinking, fuck it. I'm a clout chaser. I'm going to, and let me explain what I mean by being a clout chaser. This is kind of what I guess I want to say what it means to be a clout chaser. And what I mean by being a clout chaser is I'm going to actively reach out to people more often in any platform, in any place that has any kind of platform that could get some ears, and I'm just gonna go for it, and I'm gonna make an ass of myself trying to fucking get on their platform if I need to. I'll try not to, but I'll try to obviously be charismatic, and I'll try my best to be a good guest. But I'm not. I had this issue before, like problem with this idea of like, fuck, I have to network, I have to talk to these people, I have to do this, I have to do that, and it hurts because I hate the masking and I hate the explaining and the frustration that comes with a lot of this stuff. And then I think, well, fuck it. Like I've recently thought more like, well, this is the only way I can make my dream happen, right? This dream I have, and then I started thinking back about like, I want to do a different stream sometime on this idea of like schizoid ambition. I want to really get into that, or do a video or something. But my schizoid ambition, my internal world and the ambitions that exist within them, and the things that I want to make externally true to some capacity or work toward, I don't like. There's no higher ideal or principle in my mind right now, right, than to accomplish this thing. As far as like my external stuff goes, like my efforts go. So I'm like, well, I'm not willing to do anything that's debasing or disgraceful to any other human being in order to climb a social ladder. But maybe I'm willing to do it to myself. I'm willing to do it to myself to climb that social ladder so that I could accomplish the abstract goal that I hold far higher in my mind than any kind of personal grievance or discomfort. So I'm thinking, what's the best way I can do that? And that's clout chasing, right? So take some tips from Judeo-Christian guy. Bomb your shit. Just bomb. Oh, the Judeo-Christian. Yeah, that's a reference to a previous stream. Judeo-Christian, whatever. Yeah, that guy was just bombing shit everywhere. I wish I had time to just jump on random, like, small channel streams and stuff like that. I don't have time for things like that. So I'm trying to reach out to, like, medium-sized channels right now, right? Like, medium to smaller-sized channels that are bigger than mine, clout chasing, and I'm trying to get on their channels or their Twitch streams and to talk about this stuff, to advocate for it, to whatever. I don't care. I don't care if I have to kiss some ass. I don't care if I have to, go against my personal kind of disdain for behaviors of that kind, because the difference is the reasons I'm doing it in my mind are worth it now, right? They're worthy reasons to do this. So I stopped giving a shit, right? Because I was thinking, I'm like, why do people do these things? Like, why clout chase? Who cares about being famous, and who cares about orbiting fucking people that are like more popular than you and things of that nature? Then I thought, oh wait, the reason they care about those things is because of the rewards that come with it, and they care about those rewards. I don't care about those rewards, so I'm not motivated to clout chase or orbit people, as they like to say on the internet. So then I am thinking, wait a minute. I have reasons why I would want to do these things. They're just not they're very idiosyncratic reasons, right? Very concept-driven reasons. So I'm like, well, fucking, why not? I can manage. I've always had an easy time trying to get others to talk to me, and I think that's because I try to be as openly sincere as I can, not because of some, like, I'll say it, like, half the time the reason I guess I come off as very sincere to people isn't because I have like this super strong principle about honesty and stuff like that. Like, I do like those things. I'm gonna say it. I do like those things, and I do have a respect for those things. But I think the reason I often come off as sincere to people sometimes, especially when I'm not masking, even if they get tired of it eventually, or they see too much pessimism behind it eventually, is that it's this: I don't give a fuck about so many things that would generally motivate somebody to be insincere, if that makes sense. So a lot of people are motivated by a multitude of things to be insincere around others. The only thing that's ever motivated me to be insincere around others is like fear, discomfort, all sorts, shame, all sorts of like really like all my insincerity base came from like negative reinforcement in my mind and in my life, right? Hey, Victor, 16.
Hey, guys, says Victor, 16.
But it came from a lot of negative reinforcement. But now that a lot of that negative reinforcement is kind of gone, and I stopped giving a shit about it, now that I'm fucking 38, what's happened is I kind of started drifting, right? Because I'm like, okay, so I'm having trouble doing the insincere thing anymore because the negative reinforcement that would keep me in this kind of masked faux persona sort of place as a schizoid, as a covert, I guess, schizoid, has faded away and it's melted in the last couple of years. And so because of that reason, I couldn't think of another. I don't know how to explain it. I couldn't think of another good reason that I had for wanting to interact and pretend to care about the social ladder climbing stuff or status, right? I had to pretend like I didn't. I had to pretend like I cared before to some degree because it was expected of me. And now I don't have to pretend at all. But now since I don't have a reason, it's like, uh-oh. How do you function with a society like that, right? That is primarily driven by those sort of things. So then I had to find a new reason, right? I had to find a new reason to want to climb said social ladder because that's the only way I can achieve any kind of dream or ambition I may have in this entirely unfortunate world. So I decided, I'm like, okay, I'm going to start reaching out to people. I started to, and it started working. And the more I did it, the more it worked. Recently, I reached out to a Twitch streamer with, I mean, he's got more followers than I do on my channel, so I can't say a smaller streamer, but a Twitch streamer that, you know, talks about, like, plays video games and Fortnite and the usual stuff, but he talks about, you know, PTSD because he has, like, PTSD and, like, other mental health stuff, and he was, like, I believe a mental health related, like, paramedic type work. So I reached out to him, and I'm like, hey, bro, do you know about schizoid, schizotypal? And he was like, no, I don't really know much about that stuff, but I'm really interested in the subject. And I'm like, okay, cool. And now I'm going to, like, jump on his stream pretty soon. Like, I don't know when, maybe a couple days. I don't know. But I'm going to jump on his stream. He's going to talk to me about it, and he wants to learn about it, and he wants to talk about it. About schizoid, schizotypal, kind of schizospectrum stuff, right? Most of the negative symptom stuff, because the negative symptom stuff is what I'm familiar with, what I work with. I'll be honest with you, I don't work with a lot of people or talk to a lot of people that deal with positive symptoms, right? So I don't feel like I can speak for, and I don't have positive symptoms, so I don't feel like I can speak in any capacity on the subject. At least not at this point. So, but as far as the negative symptoms of schizotypal, schizophrenia, and schizoid, yeah, absolutely. I can definitely speak on those matters very, very strongly, very adamantly, and I've experienced a lot of people speak to me on those matters and everything else. So they're interested, and I'm going to do it. And I'm going to do it again and again and again in different places. Whoever will take me, I will do it. I will guest on their streams, small, medium, and gladly large. Right? I will have guests. I will be on there. I'll do anything. I don't care. I don't give a shit anymore. Like, I used to have this, like, problem with reaching out to people because in my head I thought, ugh, I'm only reaching out to them because I know that, you know, they have a bigger platform or something. That's not the case with, actually, that's not the case with any of them up to this point, right? Up to this point, everyone I've reached out to has been a situation where I'm like, even with this latest streamer guy, it's been a situation where I was like, oh, I'm looking for mental health interested people, right? And I want to look for larger platforms that cover the subject, and there's like an aligning kind of parallel interest between me and the person, and blah blah blah. Like, I felt like I was like really overthinking, like, who it is I would reach out to, because it was appropriate and it was like more conducive to me not like just actively clout chasing for the purposes of a large platform, but I was actually going to contribute something to their platform that might be of interest. Like, you know, I had all these like fucking thoughts all the time, right? And so it kind of slowed progress down significantly, right? Because it kind of narrowed the pool of people that I would like feel comfortable even trying to communicate with or reach out to, right? But now I've gotten to a point where who cares? Like, I'll take anything. I'll take anything as far as like it, let me spread the word and talk about spread the word of the Schizoid Angst. The Schizoid Angst, the Church of the Schizoid. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. My children, we will spread the schizo thoughts across this fair nation. No, but I'm interested in just using whatever platform. I don't give a fuck, dude. Like, it can be a goddamn like a OnlyFans streamer. I don't care. It can be a fucking like some fucking Miku fucking VTuber that whatever. I don't care. I'll get on this shit and talk for 5 minutes if I get an opportunity. And just be like, oh, the channel support advocacy, and then just whatever, and then get kicked off. I'll do it. Like, I just don't give a shit anymore. And if I jump on somewhere, like, and I'll be, you know what? I think the best approach would be to be totally stay off my OnlyFans. Hell no, Trudy. I'll be there. I'll be the first one to be out and getting interviewed. You're gonna interview me on your OnlyFans account, Trudy. You're gonna interview me. I want OnlyFans people to like interview me while still continuing to do their normal work, so they can have like a serious interview with me on the subject while they're getting like railed or putting like dildos in their butt. Like, I wouldn't care. I'm like, go ahead. I don't care. I'll go on your like Pornhub channel just to spread this. I don't care. I don't give a shit. I'm tired of giving a shit about things like that. I'm over it. And I was thinking about it more and more, and I'm just like, and I'm over it. I don't care. I need to get things moving. I need to get stuff started. All these hesitations because of my own personal preoccupations of my own, like, ethical concerns about, like, and it's not even, they're like more like idiosyncratic ethical concerns, because I have ethical concerns that I won't fucking obviously touch, right? And principles, but like stuff about like, I don't want to be like a, like some fucking fame chaser, fucking orbiter and shit like that, because that's gross and I hate that shit and blah blah blah. And I'm like, because people want money and fame and status, and it's gross and I hate it. And it's like, yeah, all that's still true, but I can do it for entirely different reasons. What would be funny would be to get on like a bigger channel's like stream or show, like a much bigger, and just be like, oh, so why did you decide to be on my stream? I would just be like, because I'm trying to talk about this and it's important to me, and I decided to be on your channel because you have a really big channel with a lot of people, and that'll get me more subscribers and possibly more funds to support my project and ideas. I'll just say it. I'll say it to them. Like, I don't be like, yeah, man, like, I'll be honest with you, like, your show or whatever, not my cup of tea, but what is my cup of tea? Helping human beings that suffer in similar ways as me. So if you're down for that, cool. If you're not, then you can tell me to fuck off, I guess. I don't know. Like, for all the talk on the internet about what is it? What is like one of the things they like to say on the internet a lot of the bigger fucking channels. Like, I don't get, even if it's people that I'm politically opposite to, or just not necessarily politically opposite, but I have a personal dislike of them. Like, I don't like somebody like Vosh or Hassan Pikers, and I don't like the Ben Shapiro's of the world, like all the people. I don't care what side of the aisle, like all this fucking just politically minded, just constantly yammering. And so I'm the mental health clout chaser. I am a mental health clout chaser. I'm officially calling myself a mental health clout chaser, and I don't care. So I would still be on their fucking platform just because of how big it is. I would just go on it and talk about whatever's going on. And if they tell me, oh, so what do you think about my this, I'll just be like, I don't agree. But that's, who cares about that? This is about you guys are always talking about these types of channels are always talking about, what is it, underprivileged or minority people, or what else? No, there's disenfranchised groups, and I'm like, okay, well, here, you guys like disenfranchised groups? How about the schizos of the world? They're pretty disenfranchised. Will that sell more? Like, will that get you views? Is that a subject that's interesting to your channel because it's like pulls on heartstrings or whatever? Like, fuck it, whatever, I'll take it. I don't care. I'll be on your dumb channel that I don't like. If it'll get eyes on me, who cares? Fuck it. Like, who cares if I don't like you? Like, that's the thing. Like, if I didn't like somebody, like, let's just say there's somebody out there I just didn't like on the internet, like, at all, and they said, hey, I'd like to be on your stream, and because I think you're bad and wrong and dumb or something, and this person that wants to be on my stream just to talk shit, or they want to be on there and I don't like them at all, but they have like 100k subscribers or some shit. From now on, I just have this thought of, oh yeah, of course I'd let you on. I don't care. I'll let you all on. All the terribles. As long as I got a big platform, so that way I can fucking talk about this subject that nobody gives a shit about. To help people start giving a shit about it. And eventually sway the institutions to give a shit about it in an appropriate manner. And argue the potential of giving a shit about it. And the benefits that come with giving a shit about it. Anthony Heeman, I've tried to watch 2 Judeo-Christian guys' videos. It only gets good when someone gets him off his cue cards, which Angst did. I know I did. A while back, we had this guy on the stream. His channel was like Judeo-Christian something apologetics. I don't remember. But he jumped on the stream because the subject was like nihilism and God. And I guess he finds stuff under those tags or something. And he jumped on my stream and he started doing this whole like, I guess kind of like argument that he's kind of posed like everywhere he goes. That's all he uploads on his channel, right? It's just himself posing this like argument, and then when he deems that the people fail to like defeat his argument, then he leaves, right? And then he makes a compilation of that shit on his channel, and it's something about like a belief in God and how God is real, and like it's a very like, you know, religious apologetics kind of thing. So he jumped on and we were doing the whole thing, and it was interesting as hell to me. And I eventually got him to talk about some interesting stuff off script. If you're interested in hearing that, it's in the one of the previous streams labeled like religion and spirituality and nihilism or some shit like that. It's like it's pretty recent, so check it out if you want to hear. I don't know at the exact time, like when the person jumped on and all that nonsense started, but it's an interesting conversation. But yeah, I'm glad to know not too many people can get him off his cue cards. That's pretty funny. I managed to, and that's only because I was interested. I wasn't actually trying to derail him. I was just fascinated by why the fuck he was doing what he was doing at all. Everyone around me was telling me, "Oh, he's a troll," but I'm like, no. And I came to discover it. Definitely not a troll. Definitely a true believer. And a man of God. So, which is fine by me. I don't have a problem with that stuff. He was even very surprised that someone would just agree with him and move on. Oh, yeah. Anthony. He's probably used to, like, anti-theists and, like, hardcore, like, atheists and stuff, maybe. That's the kind of stuff he likes to go up against. And I'm just, like, an apatheist. So, as I like to call myself, I don't care. It's just a boring question. Does God exist? It's such a boring question to me. Does God exist? I don't care. If God did exist, what? I don't care. I don't care if God exists. Sure. Fine. Cool. Move on. I think that did throw him off. That was interesting. Anyway. So, I want to know what you guys think about this. And go ahead, criticize me. Talk shit. Tell me why it's the worst idea ever, Angst, and how it's awful, and you're just giving in to the man or some shit. Like, I don't know what you guys think about that. What do you think about... what do you guys think about me just going full clout chaser orbiter and wherever I can? like for the purposes of what I'm trying to do. And if I'm down, are you guys down to spam my links everywhere? No, like, would you guys like support me? And no, it's not called an agnostic, Holy Wrath. It's very different. Everyone thinks it's agnostic. The difference is that an agnostic would be swayed in one direction or another where evidence provided. An agnostic is more like, I don't know, right? But if something provided itself in front of an agnostic to convince them of a god, or otherwise, or the opposite perhaps, that would have a significant impact on their behavior, right? What I'm saying is, in my case, where Christ himself come down from the clouds, or the devil appear, it wouldn't change my my position of I'm not worshiping anyone, regardless of if they made me and everything else. No worships, no devotion, no piety. I'm good. No offense to people that are into that. I'm not into it. I have better shit to do, in my opinion. So, yes. I feel like that's the difference. An agnostic would care if something would actually happen. They would be swayed toward theism or atheism or something. The word Gnostic means like special knowledge. Agnostic means without special knowledge. Yeah, can you see where I'm going with it? It's different. Like, were the knowledge to stop being special, whether God exists, it wouldn't change much for me. I would still be like, wow, that's neat, but it would be no more interesting than any other subject about existence. So what do you guys think? What guys? You guys are having a conversation in the questions box. Stop it, you motherfuckers! Stop having a question. Is it showing me live chat, or is it? Sometimes I don't understand this shit. Because I go to the questions box and it looks like, oh no, never mind. You guys aren't submitting stuff there. It's just glitching. The Judeo-Christian guy did post. I think Anthony on here knows what video it was, but none of them are named in any way that you can find anything on the channel. But I know that my interaction was posted. Though Anthony, did he post my interaction up until when I said, "Yeah, you win," and then that was it? Did he post any of the other stuff after it, like all the romantic stuff? The romance divinity, or divine romance? Did he put any of the divine romance stuff that he talked to me about? That's what I'm curious about. Or like, was it like cut apart? They take out the parts where he started talking about the divine romance. Yeah, that's kind of like Holy Wrath. Like, that's kind of what I always thought before. Like, I just thought in my head, I'm like, oh, okay, if God can like alter, if there was a God and he's some omnipotent being that can just alter my consciousness to the point where I would have no choice but to worship them or something, like at that point, well, you just altered my consciousness. Like, you didn't actually, like, you just fuck with my brain, like the same way radiation or a rock to the head would fuck with my brain. Like, you didn't actually, like, I didn't make that choice in any capacity. You just like literally did brain surgery on me. So I don't think any choices you make after someone forcibly alters your consciousness or brain is a fair call. So if he used his powers to fuck with my brain, then well, I mean, I can't say I won't do things I would rather not have done. You know? But assuming the choice is still mine is what I'm saying. I just don't see why I would worship any individual or being, cosmic or otherwise, that lives off being worshipped or loved or like appreciated above all else, like, or whatever, like anything associated to that. I'm just like, yeah, I'm good. Like, that's weird. Why do you need those things? Because then in my head I would just be like, oh cool, God's a normie. They need all this love and attention, like, from this many people. Come on now. So I'm like, my first questions would be like, if faced with Yehovah, with Yahweh himself, I would say, yo man, like, do you actually really send people to a eternal purgatory or oblivion or hell for not giving their soul to you and your son, or whatever the hell religion it is or deity it is, respectively? And if their answer was yes, then I'd be like, wow, this universe is stupid. Send me to oblivion or hell or whatever it is you're gonna send me to. This shit's fucking trash. Like, you're just a fucking normie piece of shit that just wants to get his dick's cosmic cock sucked. I'm like, I'm good. But if they said, no, I don't do any of that stuff, I'd be like, so I don't have to worship you? No. I do these things for my own reasons. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. I can respect that. And I just go about my ghost business or whatever the hell happens. If anything, so I'd be like, cool, man, you seem like a pretty chill creator. Thanks for not sending like people that don't worship you or give you their soul to hell. And he was like, no, I only send pieces of shit that cause all kinds of unproductive suffering to other human beings for their own pleasure to hell or oblivion or some eternal purgatory. I'll be like, all right, that's cool. I'm okay. I'm a little more okay with that. I mean, that's still kind of unethical because eternity is a long time, but it depends, I guess, on the situation. But I mean, that's more reasonable than just sending people there because they won't suck your cock. So it's just so funny to me, man. A lot of the biblical, like the Old Testament stories about how like God reacts to like human hubris are just absurd. Symbolic, metaphorical, or otherwise, it's just absurd. Like the metaphor in the idea that it's presenting, some of it is like stupid. I just like disagree with the metaphor, and I disagree with the literal interpretation of what happened. I'm like, this is dumb. Like, one example would be like the Tower of Babel story. I'm like, okay, that's great. The humans are all communicating and are able to communicate and work together well enough to create a tower that is attempting to reach heaven. How dare they work so well together and understand one another? That's terrible. You're bad. Destroy. Get rid of that. And then gaslight humanity into thinking it was for its own good. Okay. Sounds like it just an abuse. Like a lot of the Old Testament God stuff just sounds like, if you took it literally, if you went like the evangelist route, it just sounds like a gaslighting, like domestic abuser. That's what's so funny about it. Like he fucking wrecks your shit and then explains to you why it was for your own good and how you made him do it. That's what a lot of the Old Testament God stuff just makes me laugh. Like I'm like, this guy just sounds like an abuser that is gaslighting the people and coercing them. Like I don't, and then explaining to them why they were wrong and why. Like, it's some silly shit, man. It's like I also see like situations where it almost feels like what is that called, Munchausen by proxy, like, but like on a you know, species level, a species scale, planetary scale, Munchausen by proxy. That shit's so funny, man. Like if the Old Testament God was a person, he has like more than one personality disorder. Maybe that's why so many humans have personality disorders, because we were made in this personality disordered image. That thought's funny to me. It's like, oh, the reason there's so many mental health problems is because God has all of them. He's like a psychopathic, narcissistic, fucking borderline and avoidant because he never shows his face. I think that's a funny thought. I think it's funny. I'm not trying to disrespect people that have beliefs or anything. I'm just talking about it like I just find it funny. I'm sure there's somebody out there that can make a much better case for why I'm wrong, and that's okay. I'm not so invested in that. I'm invested in this. I'm invested in schizoid advocacy and relatability and support. That's what I'm invested in. And I will clout chase. I am going to clout chase as needed. But I want to, like, I think I want to be open about my clout chasing as much as possible. I'll try to bait them with the whole, like, oh, this is so cute. And then just be like, oh, I just wanted a platform so I can help people that I don't think are getting the help they need in any way and support. And if they're like, fuck you, man, I'd be like, oh, man, okay. But if they're like, oh, fuck it, man, I don't care if you like me, I'd be like, cool. This guy's pretty rad. He's gonna let me on his platform that's much bigger than mine. Or whatever. I don't know. It's all silly, man. It's all goofy shit. Let me see here. Oh shit, the chat wasn't actually showing me everything, so I couldn't even see what was being posted. There's someone that this guy's gone. Looks like. Just reading your guy, catching up to the chat. Oh, you checked it. Oh yeah. Ada Rook's your new shit. Oh, cool, man. Yeah, hell yeah. Ada Rook's fucking amazing. So is Debbie. God doesn't send people to hell. They send themselves there. Oh, okay. But there's no free will. Or is there? I don't know. Who cares? They send themselves there by not sucking his cock. Yes, whatever. I don't care. Or accepting, getting filled by the soul of the Holy Spirit or whatever. Like, it depends which one you're talking about. Doesn't care if you murder. Like, he doesn't care if you murdered 100 people, but you dress wrong and it's hell for you. I'm totally turning villages into salt if I'm God. Of course you are. God's abusive. Azathoth slumbers. I believe the tower is our own chakras. You collect every PD, you become God. Yeah. Yeah, you're super close to God, Trudy, because you have, like, all these problems. I think, like the his alternative name is Jealous. Gotta catch all the clout. I feel like there's not a whole ton of clout to chase in this subject. No, but that's what I mean. Like, Who is the PewDiePie of mental health? Oh, you know who the PewDiePie mental health is right now? That would probably be like that gamer. What is that? Dr. Gamer guy. Like he's got a few hundred G's worth of people I know following him. So that gamer, that's like that would be the PewDiePie of mental health. Dr. Gamer Dude. Yeah. Dr. Gamer Dude is like the PewDiePie of mental health. So if I like that would be like the most fucking biggest clout fucking catch possible. Like for me. Would be the Dr. K, I whatever, the gamer doctor guy. That one's got like a huge like active following. Exodia ate 3 massive chocolate bars today. That's cool, Exodia. I hope one day you have a chance to eat 3 more. I don't understand God unless it's within the context of love. All other emotions don't seem to be associated with him that much. Yeah, but that's the problem. Like, anytime love comes into play, it's like, oh, I turned that city to salt because love. I flooded the earth because love. I made a pact with humans via this fucking one guy regarding a decision I made that was shit. So now because of that, I'm not going to intervene in anything that has to do with human affairs when they're just murdering and genociding each other in like grand mass because of a pact I made with some guy that had to do with some arbitrary ass choice I made regarding Earth's quality of decision making. It's just so fucking dumb, dude. Like, if you take it literal, it's dumb as fuck. If you take it metaphorically, some of it's reasonable, some of it's interesting, some of it I just disagree with, even on a metaphorical level. I'm like, it's not nuanced enough, or it's just too black and white. It's like God is splitting all the time. They're just splitting hard. Like, we're the fucking greatest thing that ever exists, and like we're like way cooler than his angels and loves us, but then like other days it's like, fuck you guys, you're the worst. I can enjoy death, fucking blood rain. I think it's, but I sort of think he's already a clout chaser. It's cool. I'll just clout chase him. I'll chase. I'll grab onto anybody's fucking coattails for this shit. I don't care, man. I have bigger worries than to worry about people calling me a cloud chaser or an orbiter. That's fine. I'll take it if it means helping more peeps get the help they need. God has BPD? No. God has all kinds of things. Don't throw all the BPD people under the bus for God. No, God's got all kinds of problems. I don't even think it's one guy. I think it's like 10 guys. Or 10 ladies. But 10 people with like various issues mixed with like some level of psychopathy and psychosis. Makes way more sense if God is like the Cthulhu mythos gods being conflated as one concept. All of our emotions and fantasy get put onto God. Well, he made us in his own image, right? According to the lore, so... Yeah, this is the Nubian tomb raiding stream. Welcome. Welcome to the Nubian tomb raiding stream. I'm glad you're here, BB. I was talking about your favorite thing in the world. Did you just get here, BB? I was talking about how I am officially gonna categorize myself as a cloud chaser and attempting to be an orbiter. Do you approve of this, BB? For utilitarian purposes? I'll try to get some unproductive suffering to get reduced to some degree within a group of people that I guess I feel some level of effective empathy for because I've suffered many of their tribulations. Is that a reasonable reason to clout chase? No. See? I'm not a grifter. I'm sure as shit not a grifter, but I'm definitely gonna be okay with being a clout chaser. Not a grifter though. Because grifter implies that somebody that's just trying to make money off people and doesn't actually care about the thing. So the grifter is not what I am. In fact, I care about the thing so much that I'm willing to be a clout chaser. Exactly. Just the fact that he would create us in his image makes no sense. It would be God intentionally creating lesser beings for his enjoyment. Yeah, that's why he's a sicko. That's some sicko shit, Anthony. If you perform a grift, you are a grifter. Yeah, but isn't a grift knowingly promoting something that you don't care about? I thought that's what a grift was. Like, I thought grifting categorically is when, like, you don't actually care about the thing, but you know it makes money and gets you status and fame and power and resources, and you do it anyway and lie about how much you care. Kind of like yeah, I'm not swindling. I'm not swindling, and I'm not actively swindling people. Yeah, I'm not swindling. No, I know the Book of Genesis. What about the Book of Genesis? There's plenty there. We're talking like all the pre-Abraham stuff. It's yeah, pre-Abrahamic shit. All that fucking mess. Yeah, it's a goddamn hilarious whole pile of hilarity. I've been like, it's interesting, it's cool. I like the lore. Biblical lore is really interesting and cool, but it's also like I when I look at biblical lore, it doesn't seem any better than like living in the Dark Souls universe. Like the Dark Souls or the Bloodborne universe, I feel is almost just as bad as this one, based on biblical lore. It's really shit. That's what I mean. Like, even if we go biblical lore, especially if you take it literal, it's like you might as well, like, philosophically or deity-wise, you might as well be living in, like, at least the Dark Souls universe is a little more, like, obvious. Or the Bloodborne universe. Hell, the Sekiro universe. Like, all the Born games, all the Souls games, style games. Oh no, the 100 Demons of Solomon is Apocrypha. That's another problem I have with the Bible, is that, like, there's all this cool apocryphal text. And all the apocryphal shit is where it's at, man. The apocryphal shit is where it's at. Like, oh, that's where all the good lore is at. That's where you get demons and, like, dragons and shit. Like, is all the apocryphal stuff. They took out all the good shit. And they left in some of the good shit. I want all of it. I see here. What we experience on Earth as humans, due to the phone again, that's our fault, not God. We were meant to live in heaven with him. That's the whole point of trying to make... No, I'm good. I don't want to live in heaven with him. And I don't like that even if he was going to provide a heaven, he got kicked out because of fucking... some metaphor or not, some goddamn snake decided to trick some fucking... I doubt Adam and Eve were fucking high IQ, super introspective beings. They were probably incredibly trusting and naive. and some fucking snake rolls up and decides, hey, I'm gonna fucking trick you into biting this fucking apple, this fucking tree that the very creator put there as a fucking temptation. Like, what the fuck? That's so weird. That's like entrapment. Like, I legitimately believe that, like, if anything, the snake was God himself. He was like fucking pretend. He was like, I'm gonna test my little humans. I'm gonna test them. I'm gonna test their dedication to me. I'm gonna turn into a snake and I'm gonna trick her. And she's like, the original sin is belief in original sin. Yeah, that's fair. We got set up, man. We got Anthony King. We got set up. That's not fair. All right. So now that I've actively announced myself as a clout chaser, and as well as taking the advice of others and announce myself as a schizoid advocacy and activist, I'm going to go ahead and open up the stream so we can talk. I'm going to mute the music though, or lower it even more. Lower it like a lot. There we go. Lower it a lot, so that way we can have people jump on and talk if they want. Okay, so I'm gonna undeafen my stream. I'm unmuting it. I'm gonna walk away for a sec. I'm gonna grab one of my other grab another one, and I'll be right back. Give me like 2-3 minutes, maybe less, 2 minutes or something. I'll be right back. You guys jump on. We can talk about the cloud chasing thing. We can talk about the funny biblical stuff. Even if somebody wants to jump on and be like, you're wrong for the following reasons, I'll be like, okay, I'd be interested in telling me why I'm wrong. I'm not going to be a dick. I'm not going to be like because I'm not an anti-theist, right? I'm just not convinced by any of it. As far as like, even if it was true, I'm kind of like I'm not a fan. So, in any case, talk to me if you want. So, I'm walking away for a bit. You guys are open to jump on. All right, I'm back, guys. I'm right here. Stream's on, so just for everybody to know, because I see a new face on here, this is a live stream for the doing. So, welcome. What's up? Did I unmute myself already? Yeah, I did.
I am Horthus.
Oh, Horthus. Always a welcome guest on my stream. And who is this? Mel/Z.
Me? Yes, hello.
Oh, hello. How are you?
I'm good. I decided to join because I'm really bored and it's just I need something to. Sometimes I catch the streams and I thought, well, it's open, so why not?
Okay, cool. I don't give a shit while you're on here, but I'm glad you are.
Yeah.
That's cool. Have you jumped on before?
No, I don't think so. At least
Why'd you jump on this time? Besides being
I
bored, like, I'm sure you're
I
bored a
don't
lot.
know. To see how well I can actually talk to somebody.
Oh, when's the last time you talked to anybody?
So I have a Discord. My friends do little chats sometimes, but I don't really talk. I just watch.
Oh, okay. I'm that's curious because you decided. Oh, I feel like experimenting with my ability to communicate on a live stream of all
Yeah.
things. That's fascinating. You just went balls to the wall, right? Just trial by fire, huh?
Yeah. Well, I know the streams aren't really seen by that many people, or just people who are
Burned,
like
Jesus, destroyed. You just destroyed
people
my
that are
ego.
like you and
I know I'm
yeah.
messing with you. I'm messing with you. Just wrecked. I know a lot of people don't watch your garbage. No, I'm kidding. So, hold on. Did you want to mention anything regarding the subject, or just kind of chill in and kind of jump in when you feel like you want to, or is there
Jump in. Yeah,
if you want to? Okay, so how long have you been listening to this particular stream?
I think it cut out.
Hello?
This stream
Yeah.
I joined like 10 minutes ago.
Oh, okay. So, but you've heard other streams I've done, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so today's subject was initially revolved around how I'm officially a internet clout chaser, and I'm okay with it.
I'm actually kind of unsure what that means. Like, what is that? Or was that already explained earlier?
Oh well, I can get into it. By the way, Mel, right?
Yeah,
Before
that's fine.
before I continue forward with this, because the only problem is that I'm in the annex when it comes to like who can jump on. And the annex isn't. We should have it a little more vetted some days. Are you someone that's at least over 18?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. It's because you have a very small voice, so I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
So I don't want to like mention or behave in ways that would be conducive to having a minor on my
Yeah, I'm over
platform.
20.
Okay, good. So we're good. Because I make jokes. In any case, the idea is when people say clout chasing, they're usually referring to like individuals that have like smaller platforms attempting to get on or interact with or orbit individuals with much larger platforms, right? One of the people out there that's like kind of openly associated to that, not to the performing of clout chasing, but people clout chasing him, is like Destiny, right? Do you know who Destiny is?
No.
Okay, well, Destiny is like a really big, used to be a big.
Oh, the game?
No, Destiny, the streamer, the YouTuber, streamer guy, like the guy Destiny. That's what he goes by. That doesn't ring a bell.
No.
Oh, okay, but in any case, they're probably one of the biggest like gamer / political commentators and so on and so forth on the internet, right? And he's constantly surrounded by what are often termed as orbiters, which are people with smaller channels with varying beliefs and positions that are kind of to surround themselves with it, like in anything that he's involved in any way possible, because anytime they're around him, it obviously increases their own voice because of the amount of followers that particular person has, right? So people that actively chase after other people that have much larger platforms are oftentimes considered clout chasers, right? And once that clout chaser actually becomes successful at chasing said clout, they oftentimes are referred to as orbiters, because they like to appear or have a chance to appear around that person and their audience, which is much larger than, well, their own. Does that all make sense?
Yeah. So are you trying to clout chase a specific person?
Well, not currently. I'm trying to start small, so I'm like cloud chasing channels or Twitch streamers that are slightly larger than me, to talk about subjects that might be enjoyable to them, and so on and so forth. So like it's kind of funny because like I'm presenting myself as is, like I'm saying this is my thing, this is what I'm trying to talk about, blah blah blah. And if it's successful, then good. If it's not, then not. Well, that's unfortunate. But like, I'm gonna keep doing it, right? And I think I want to be transparent about the fact that I'm actively looking for places to talk about this, that might reach more ears. I don't care if I talk to, like, say I get on a smaller, like, or medium-sized platform that has like a few tens of thousands of followers, right? I would consider online that's kind of medium. If they have tens of thousands of followers, not 100K or anything yet or more, like I don't care if I get just 100 more schizoids or schizospectrum people that want some advocacy and relatability and support in the server or anything else. Like I don't care if it's only 100 out of a fucking 3,000 4,000K viewing on a stream or something, right? That's good enough for me, because I feel like even if like out of those 100 people, even if only 10 of them was actively suicidal, if anything they experience on either the server or regarding the streams or things that are said by other people on the streams that I'm working on, or videos that I do with other people, and the other people say something or I say something, I don't care, and that makes them feel like, hey, you know what, I want to keep going for my own reasons, then that's cool with me. That's good enough. Because like in my head I just go, oh cool, maybe 5 lives that might not be around might be around, and
Yeah,
there might be
that's
lives
really
that I like.
cool.
There might be lives that I feel are worth continuing, because they're maybe kind people that hate themselves and have neurodivergent brains. So I don't know. That's how I think about it. That's the stuff that keeps me up at night. So cheers. In any case, so yeah, that's kind of the angle I'm taking for why I want to be a openly transparent clout chaser now.
So
Yeah, go ahead, Hortus.
I'd like to like I find it a little bit hard to even like perceive what you do as clout chasing in a sense. Like, so for example, I'm not remembering his exact name, but the guy that runs Vampire Games that has been on your channel and you've been on his mentioned before.
Wait, what do they look like?
Maybe like a 30-year-old dude with like a beard and.
Are you talking about Burger Creek?
Yeah.
I love Burger,
like,
man. He's the best. He's such a
right,
good. No, hold on. Let me show.
like
Let me show. Hold on. Let me show him a little bit. That motherfucker is one of the kindest, nicest fucking motherfuckers I've ever met on the internet. But check out his channel, Burger Krieg, like German. And the guy's name is Gideon. His channel is awesome. He has some really good takes on a lot of different things. Some takes I agree with. Most takes I agree with. Some takes I don't. But the guy is a fucking treasure to humanity. So
I don't think you can qualify like that. Is clout chasing potentially to interact more with bigger channels and blah blah blah.
yeah.
But like, as long as there's still some general shared interest, it doesn't step.
No. But that's where I stop caring. That's my point. That's why I'm announcing as clout chasing, because I will attempt to get transparently, but I'm thinking I will attempt to get on platforms that are just larger for the sake of being larger at this point, and not care about parallel interest. Like, I'll do both, right? I'll do both. Like, I'd be more interested in actively working with people that have parallel interests, right? Like, consistently. But I'm talking like if I don't know. It's a platform.
On like a Sam Vaknin's.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Something.
I'll do it. Like, or I'll hit him up and be like,
to me would probably Clout chasing. Like,
yeah. I'm okay with it.
He's famous and
yes,
but God, it's so weird.
Like I would just be like, oh look, I don't agree with Sam Vatkin. Like I don't like his takes. I don't like his a lot of his opinions on this. He's a much bigger channel than me. Are you talking about the narcissism guy, right? The narcissism guy? Yeah, like I would get on his fucking I don't agree with a lot of the shit he says. I don't like a lot of the shit he says. But I would absolutely
what he says is self-serving.
Yeah. But I would gladly be on one of his streams or on one of his videos.
Yeah,
I would gladly take it.
Yeah, because he's probably got like 1 million subscribers.
Yeah, I'll gladly take it. I don't care.
If 0.1% of them clicked on your channel from that would be good.
Yeah, exactly. Because that would be more people that would find my platform, possibly the server, or anything else associated to it that could possibly or potentially make them want to feel slightly more alive again and like a person and not like a fucking creature in a world they can't contend with. So,
I like my creature feelings, but
okay, but you can be a creature, but you can be a creature that can contend instead of a creature that can't contend.
Yeah. I've said it many times. Like I see myself as like a little cloaked goblin wandering around the world.
Hell yeah, but you want to be a cloaked goblin with good stats, not a cloaked goblin that's just gonna get fucking stomped on by fucking level 3 fighters. You know. Like you want to be a cloak goblin. You want to be a cloak goblin that's like a fucking level 20 warlock. You know, like you want to, you know.
I am not the quest objective.
Yeah, you want to be a level 20 warlock. You're not the quest objective. Why not? Why can't you be a cloak goblin that is the quest objective?
Well, it depends. I was thinking of like the kill 20 goblins quest objective. You don't want to be that.
No. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, I'm talking about final quest. I'm talking about like
the boss. Like
yeah. I'm talking a level 20 full adventure objective. You know, you want to be that guy. You want to be that cloak goblin.
The campaign is about ending you. That's
that's you. But you want to be like a level 15 plus campaign ender. You don't want to be like a level 1 campaign ender. Right? You don't want to be the starter kits campaign ender. Right?
Yeah, the first boss at the end of the cave.
Yeah, you don't. But I'm just talking about the starter kit. If you've seen those D&D starter kits, which I'm currently using one of them right now for the kids that I'm DMing. Right. I'm using this like Isendale, starter set, but I modify it. Like I just do whatever I want with it. But I'm using it to DM like 3 a 12-year-old and 2 11-year-olds. So it's the best.
I picked up the Cyberpunk 2077 role-playing game. Ooh, if that interests you at all.
Oh, what about it?
It's so.
No. Like, what are you asking me relating? I know what it is, but like, what about it?
We played games before. If you wanted to play those games, that is a new thing I found that seems neat.
No. Honestly, Horthus, I'll tell you this right now. It is not a disinterest in wanting to play games with someone like you because you are a fucking great DM. It's a lack of opportunity, time, and resources. Like, it's just...
Yeah.
Like, I wish I had the time. Like, I hope somebody bankrolls me so that I have the time to play tabletops with Horthus. Like, hey, Horthus, if you want me to play tabletops with you, but if you want me to play tabletops with you, and you think it'd be really fun, and you think it'd be fun to stream them, and for whatever reason you land yourself a 6-figure or higher job, go ahead and bankroll that stream, okay? Like,
yeah, that's a good idea.
No, I'm just saying, like, just go ahead and be like, okay, I will pay you this much money because I'm making a significant amount of money, and we will play D&D or Cyberpunk or whatever the fuck on your stream. I will gladly fucking do it if you're making enough money to do that. That's all I'm saying.
We might discuss that.
I don't care, dude. I just need to make money, and I need to help some people. And plus, I love tabletops, so you wouldn't be imposing much on me, except for I would have an excuse to actually play. I'd be like, I gotta tell my wife, I gotta tell my wife, hey babe, I'm gonna go play some Cyberpunk for the next 4 hours. What? We don't have time for that. We have all these things to do. Oh yeah, but it's a paying gig. Oh, okay, well, that's different. That changes everything. Anyway, okay, so let's see here. I see Inish. Oh man, I fucking hate your name, bro. And the only reason I recognize you is because you're the dragon avatar with the little dude trying to slay a dragon. Yeah, initiational. There you go. Initiational, huh?
It's hard to say. Like that feels weird in my head.
Yeah, I know. Initiational. I know that's how to say it. It's just, it's absurd. I feel like you chose it because it's a tongue twister.
I chose it both because I wanted my name to be Initiation, but that was taken, and also because it's difficult.
It's so ridiculous. Like try saying that shit 10 times fast. I can't even say that shit 3 times fast.
You know, also like tricks my brain because the first letter is the capital Y, the last letter is the lowercase L, and it's like they're the same. It's like, is this supposed
to yeah, it kind of fucks with you, right?
I never actually noticed that, and it's my own name.
I think that's possibly why it fucks with my brain, right? Like it looks like an L on both sides, or an I.
Just to fuck with people, I'm gonna switch out the L and the I, so it's an uppercase L at the end.
Oh, you should, dude. That would make your name epic if you make it a L at the beginning, a lowercase L at the beginning, and an uppercase I, but nobody will ever know. Oh,
no one would know.
No one would know because they look the same. That'd be so strong, dude. You should do it. And then when people bitch about your name, you should tell them, "Oh, it must be because I flipped these two," which isn't the case, but it's funny. Because how
it must be because fuck you.
Because fuck you, yes, fuck you. I put an L at the front. Tell people no. You know you can tell people no. It's pronounced Litecoin or Litecoin. Litecoin. And they'd be like, no, it's not. It says initiational. No, it's Litecoin. It's an I. It's an I at the. It's an uppercase I at the end. And a lowercase L.
I really did not think about doing that.
That's amazing, Horthus. Thank you for that contribution. You are a treasure. Okay, so welcome, dude. What's up? What are you here for?
I'm just here because I got a notification, like a streaming notification. I'm like, I wonder what's going on today.
Oh, okay. So you saw there was a streaming notification for me, and you just sat down and you're like, well, I haven't fapped in a while, and so I decided to jump on, right?
Your voice beats those cum compilations.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. I have the greatest cum compilation voice ever. Can you imagine a guy like me, can you imagine anyone narrating a cum compilation? That shit would be the best, dude. I'm down. Just have a compilation, whether it's dudes or girls or both or whatever, and then just narrate it. Right before. Huh? Go ahead.
Your voice is similar, but more of a streamlined version of that guy that goes Burger King foot lettuce.
Burger King foot lettuce. I don't know. No, so
imagine.
No, but I'm thinking imagine okay, so oh man, this is why I can't monetize my streams. So imagine it's just a load blowing compilation, and then I'm just okay, so here this dude he aims for the left eye but he hits the right. Check it out.
Dumbass.
No, just say that. Okay, now this part right here, just give it away before it happens every time. This part he's gonna pull out, and it's gonna go on her butt crack partially, but most of it's gonna go on that left side of the butt cheek. And then and then just give it away before it actually happens every time.
Come
On
sports.
this
Come sports.
compilation, the title is going to be huge loads, but every guy in just spurts out maybe like 2 shots of cum.
Yeah, it's like, okay, see this dick right here? It looks like it's huge, right? You think it's gonna be a sputter. Check it out. Check it out, bro. Check it out. Sputter. Look at that. I bet you produce more. Holy shit. Just be like a commentator and a narrator for cum compilations. No,
It'd be like you're saying you love the job you can actually get monetized for.
oh, cum sports. I like what Mel here said. Cum sports. Welcome to the 2022 annual Cum-tastic Cum Sport compilation. Like, just again, just have like a little field goal for like dudes to bust, try to bust across.
I'm pretty sure that's a thing. I haven't found anything.
I mean, look, you have to understand. My previous work used to be the adult shop stuff, right? And so like, I'm like completely desensitized to this stuff. So like, if
you worked at a dildo shop or something, right?
yeah, dude, Mel, your voice scares me. I'm telling you, you need to like actively say it. I am over 18 years old. I promise on my stream, because I swear to God, your voice is scary as fuck. Like, you sound like
I get like people who think I'm 12 years old at the store. I have to show people my ID sometimes. It's
Okay.
fun, but it sucks.
Okay, so look, I'm not trying to push any buttons or anything, but I'm guessing, I guess what the internet would call it AFAB. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, good. That's good. That makes me feel a little better, because like you do sound like a what is it called? And I'm not trying to be insulting. What do they call them on the on CS:GO and stuff? A squeaker, right? Like a squeaker, like that like 13-year-old that'd be like, "Fuck you, man! I'm fuck your mom," and like,
Oh yeah.
You're
the fuck out of my room, I'm playing.
gonna fuck your mom, bro.
I in no way mean this to be in any way offensive, but I also sort of wondered if it was like a really old lady.
Okay, so are you a very old lady or a squeaker?
Squeaker.
Squeaker. That's all right. Respect. Respect to the squeakers. Respect.
I actually can get like mad when I'm playing video games, but not like.
Oh, dude! If you get mad while you're playing video games, though, like people are gonna think you're a 13-year-old telling them that I'm gonna fuck your mom. Like it's just hilarious. Like that's what it would sound like.
Microsoft.
You'd be like, "Fuck you, man! I'm 25." Hell yeah! Respect, Mel. Keep that shit up. We get fucking it's just but for a streamer, you can see why it would be a scary thing if I'm delving into the topic of cum compilations. Yes. Like it's just it's not something it's just conducive to.
As another experience, I'm curious. Do you know like how to project your voice, like diaphragm talking?
Who are you talking to?
Like, I'm curious to Mel.
Yeah.
Zoe. I'm curious. Like, have you ever done that? Like,
what exactly? Like, just make it sound different.
Whenever I first learned about it, it was whenever I was doing like acting classes, and it's like
hold on. I'm not making fun, Tay. I'm like legitimately interested. Anyway, go ahead, Hortus.
Well, I'm just like curious, like if you've ever done that or ever practiced that, where you talk
I'd
from your stomach.
I'd like to practice it. Like, I haven't really done anything like that.
Can you do any alterations to your voice? Like, okay, let me give you an example.
I can go higher and I can go a little bit lower.
Like, I can fuck with my voice a lot, right? I can't go super high. I can't go super high, but I can get like I can change my accent.
Really high.
What is it? Do it again. Do it again.
Really, really, really high.
Oh Jesus! Oh no! Say ooh woo on the internet.
Ooh woo.
Oh God, that's horrible.
Oh Lord Almighty! What has this turned into?
Somebody said, "Can you do a girl voice?" Thanks.
Suddenly, I hear.
I can't do a girl voice. I can try. BB's getting too excited. Sorry, BB. Sorry, BB. Got too excited there, BB. Can I do a girl voice? No. I mean, I could do a very deep girl voice, but I can't. I'll just sound like someone really trying to do a girl voice. I don't think I can. I don't think I can
It's
do
actually
it.
something that I would secretly want to practice slightly, because there's like those audiobook authors, and they always have a slightly
Like the highest I could.
for-
I can't.
Yeah.
I think the highest I could go is arigato. Like that's all I can do.
You sound like an anime boy.
Yeah, definitely anime boy voice there.
Like it's just like a femboy. Like that's the highest I can go.
Yeah, really embarrassed. You gotta.
Like I can do femboy. Like I think the highest I can go is femboy. Like natural femboy voice, I can do that. No, that's what I was trying. That's the highest I can go. I can't go like ohio. Like that's the highest I can go. But I can go a lot deeper if necessary. That's easy. But I hate it.
King Charles finding a goblin in his cupboard.
I don't even know what King Charles would sound like. Did he have a deep voice? I don't even know.
I have no idea, but that's.
I don't know. Would it be like,
I'm
King Charles? Like what's his voice sound like? There's a goblin in my cupboard. Like leave, goblin, leave. I don't understand what a like what King Charles even would sound like. I don't think there's any voice recordings of King Charles. Maybe descriptions of his voice.
That I do a girl voice, and I'm like, I'm not even sure how to start. Like,
Horthus, but you told me you can't even. You're not even good at altering your voice.
no, not really.
I could try. I'm gonna try to talk like Horthus. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on. I am Horthus. Hold on. It's so hard.
What does that remind me of?
I am Horthus. I am Horthus.
You sound like
Hello, Angst. How are you?
Horton Hears a Woo.
That's the best I can do. It's hard to replicate the Horthus voice. Now I have something to say that perhaps is somewhat of a contemptible opinion on a particular thing. Like that's the best. That's like the best I can do.
No, I get the dialogue right. That's definitely how I talk.
This is how I speak. Horthus, you don't say talk, you speak. You do not talk.
Is this why everyone doubts everything I say? IRL?
Why? Because the people, you're like, nice to meet you. Oh, well, it's nice to meet you, I guess.
Greetings and salutations.
Hello, welcome to my humble abode. I am Horthus. Thank you for coming here. I will now be your friend.
Have you seen Evermore, the theme park?
That sounds familiar. It sounds familiar, but I can't. You sound like you belong in a Renaissance fair.
Yeah, that's exactly. That's where
You sound like you live in a Renaissance fair. Horthus.
I think that you may have captured too much of me now.
Welcome to 2022 Renaissance Fair. Please drink of the maidens.
Drink the maidens. Sip them up.
We have many milks here.
So there is a video I could link you from whenever I was 18 and I was in a professional wrestling organization and I was a referee.
Oh, I can imagine you as a referee. I was imagining you as a wrestler. That shit's funny. As a wrestler,
I mean, the referee has the most of wrestling to actually refer.
No, I know it's a lot more work, but I could just imagine Horthus is a wrestler climbing to the turnbuckle and being like, "I will now climb the turnbuckle," and then climbing up to the top. Watch as my what is that called? What's that flip? The flying monsoon or swan, or what is it called? The swan thing. Where you do it like the backflip and then land on your tummy on them. Ric Flair was popular for it. And Ric Flair's daughter's really good at it now, too. It's flying swan. Something swan dive. Swan or flying... I don't know. Flying something. Do you know, Horthus?
I should know. Like, I remember Rey Mysterio always did a...
Yeah, it's at, like, really kind of, like, planked, like, backflip and then landing planked right on them. But, like, after doing, a backflip off the turnbuckle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that thing where you do a backflip right off the turnbuckle and then you land flat on the person to do a count.
Super Hurricane Rana is one of the moves.
Yeah, Hurricane Rana. That's one. Yeah, the Hurricane Rana. You're right. That is one. There's another one, though.
Running Hurricane Rana, and most of the rest of these have pretty normal names. And then there's one where it was named the Mysterio Rana, where he did his own thing.
Oh, wrestling's so good. Wrestling's great, man.
Yeah, so I played like a very effeminate referee in high school.
Are you sure that was just because you were a referee? You weren't just a referee that was effeminate?
It was a character.
Oh, it was a character. Like, did you go out? Like, what did you mean by like effeminate? Like, were you like dressed effeminate? Like, were you in like drag or?
I wore like E-Honda nipple tape over things. I wore like a bow tie, Chippendales. Like, I was dressed like a Chippendales performer. Was
this before or after you were placed in that jar, the tank?
It was before the jar.
Before the tank body? Before you became a tank person? Like a fetus? A living fetus? Okay.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense. It's probably how it ended up happening, right? too many clotheslines accidental clotheslines to the face.
And there were some matches where I was supposed to like pretend to be knocked out for like 10 minutes.
Oh, because they accidentally hit the referee, right?
Right, they hit the referee, and then they're supposed to cheat. But also, my gimmick was a little bit that if I was refereeing a match, the guy, like Tony, the other guy, would win. Because it was like, I was rigging the matches in his favor.
Because you were corrupt.
Yeah.
That's so much fun. The whole like 10, like, okay, this is what I imagine in my mind. Okay, this might be absurd. I watched too much shonen, okay? But like this is what I imagine. By the way, I'm starting to think more and more that my favorite genre of anime is fucking shonen. I swear to God, is stereotypical as that may be. But I imagine like someone like a referee, right, that has to like lay down on the mat for like 10 minutes, right, and not move. It barely look like they're conscious, right? Like I imagine like an inner monologue the whole time, right? Like about how I'm going to be the greatest wrestling referee and I will not move and I will seem unconscious and I really have to pee right now and I'm very like but I can't fall asleep because if I fall asleep it'll be too obvious. I'll start snoring. So I have to keep my eyes closed and lay on this mat and not fall asleep. But I gotta piss. But I can't get up and I can't move. And this is gonna take all of my willpower. I will be the greatest referee for wrestling ever. You know, like I picture like a cool shonen inner monologue the entire 10 minutes that somebody's laying there on the floor as a referee for a wrestling match.
To tell a ridiculous story from my refereeing time, the very last match we ever had so my friend Sam's dad owned an 18-wheeler that had its own separate garage, and we built the ring in there.
Well, at least now we know what kind of environment you live, because there's an 18-wheeler.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And so we had the very final match we ever had. My friends Sam and Frank was literally my next door neighbor. They went through 2 tables, right? And the tables are actually supposed to slow down you a little bit on the fall, but they jumped just a little bit too far. Frank's head bounced like a basketball off of the concrete, and Sam cracked his ribs during the way he adjusted or whatever. And then I rode with Sam to the hospital, with his ribs broken, and I kept saying things that made him like crack up laughing. So I was like causing him incredible pain the entire time on the way to the hospital. And then after we got there, I, like Metal Gear Solid style, found like a computer box, like a big box that was big enough to hide myself in, and I hid in his room, like we're in his hospital room, and proceeded to, like, the doctor kicked the box and was like not sure why it was there, even though I was like in it or whatever. And then like I get up to like sneak around Metal Gear Solid style in that box, causing him to laugh even more. So I caused him an incredible amount of pain that night.
That sounds wonderful. That sounds
it was a great time.
That sounds like what you should be doing to a friend.
Nowadays, he runs like a gym.
Well, you know, it's because of what you did, right?
Oh yeah. I take 100% credit for everything he's ever done.
Like
in his entire life.
he thinks back at those times that you were destroying his body with laughter, and then goes like,
No, laughter's the best medicine.
That's true, but he was like, it was in those moments that I realized that my threshold for pain was far higher than I could have imagined when I placed myself in a state of pure hilarity. And like, so now every time he's like in a situation in which he has to like endure a lot of discomfort, he just thinks about like funny shit because you taught him that lesson where somehow humor counteracts physical agony. So now you are like a deep part of his consciousness. Good job, Horth. You have succeeded.
Ghost me exists in his head.
Yeah, ghost of you exists in his head that taught him the way of the laughter. That's what he's going to call it. The way of the laughter.
Perhaps I will meet him in another life, in which I can thank him for the great gift he has bestowed upon me.
That's the kind of shit you're doing right there. Good job, Horthus. You are king of this world. All right. So I see Zis is on. Hey, what's up, Zis? Zis.
Hey, guy, how's it going?
What's up?
Hi.
Yeah, see, I don't. Sometimes I don't even know. Sometimes I don't know if like things are bad or not good. Like, okay, when I make jokes or when I make references to your age at your expense, are you fine with them?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Am I comfortable with it?
Yeah.
Maybe I could care less.
Okay, good. So I'm gonna call you Schizoid Grandma. Are you okay with that?
Am I what?
You're the Schizoid Grandma of the channel.
You're breaking up.
No,
again.
I said you're the channel grandmother.
Damn straight.
Yeah, she good. So this is our channel grandmother. She's the stream's grandmother. She occasionally shows up and tells us how it is and how she walked through the snow 10 miles to get to school. All right.
In both directions, thank you.
All right, Grandma. So I'm glad you're here, Zis. So tell us your wisdom, Grandma. What are you here for today?
Actually, it's been a rough week. I'm just kind of hanging out with some voices I'm used to hearing.
Oh, okay. Well, do you mind mentioning why it's been a rough week, or at least vaguely?
Really.
Like,
not really.
Nah, you still want to talk about it? All right, that's fine. We could drop it. In any case, so what can we do here today to alleviate this rough week to some degree?
You can tell me what you were talking about and go back to it so that I can mute you and put you on the couch while I sit here and stitch.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, you can just listen to the stream if you don't want to actually talk too much. But that's absolutely fine with me. Okay, so
plan for today.
All right, sounds good. So what we're talking about right now is right now I was talking about Horthus about his wrestling days, his referee days as wrestling. But before that, the subject was how I'm going to start actively trying to get on bigger platforms, even if it debases me as an individual for the purposes of my ideals. So, thus I would be termed a clout chaser because I would be chasing clout.
Okay.
And I'm okay with that. And then the other subject that came up was as well is why God might be somebody that it has a numerous amount of personality disorders and psychosis. so those
That would be just my friggin' luck.
so those are the subjects currently, but they really go in whatever direction they want to go. So I see that. Man, I wanted to say your joke name, which was Linitiation. Yeah, Linitiation. Yeah, I'm gonna start calling you that. Linitiation is I thought you were showing video or something. That was weird. It showed me like you were showing like a video or a stream or something, but then you weren't. I don't know. That was weird. It didn't show anything. It's just like negative 10 psychic damage. I'm low HP. Looking for my yandere sweetheart. Hey, Horthus.
Hey, we don't conflate those things. Yeah, what's up?
What?
What?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Me either.
Okay. I'm really confused. In any case, what are your current animes you're stuck on right now? Because I see the chat's talking about anime.
Oh, this season's really, really good. You can just look at like the top 10 list, and probably I'm watching like the first 5 of them. Obviously, Chainsaw Man's really, really good. I'm sure you've heard of that one, right?
Yeah, I haven't watched it. I want to kind of watch that with the wife because she likes fucked up animes, and I'm guessing it's one of the. It's pretty weird and fucked up, right?
Yeah, I think it's just really well written, and it has some cool ideas to it.
But is it weird and fucked up and stylish? Because my wife likes that.
It's
stuff.
Stylish. I bet it'll be good.
Okay.
In trash anime I'm watching, it's like called The Shadow in Darkness or something.
No, I saw that. I saw because there's a new like streaming service, right? That's kind of been popping up. It's called H something.
Yeah.
What is it? H Dive? It's called like H Dive or something. Like when I saw it popped up on my Roku, I was like, "Wait, they're putting hentai?" Like, I mean, because it's called H Dive. Doesn't that sound like a hentai focused like service? Like, I don't know about you, man.
Okay, so the English name for the series is The Eminence in Shadow. And
I saw the
like a
thumbnail for it. Yeah. What is it? What's the genre? What's the genre? That's all you gotta tell me.
It's definitely shonen.
Okay, shonen. Okay.
It's sort of like a parody. So you know, like how isekais are like where somebody gets reincarnated in another world.
Yeah. Slimes or otherwise.
Well, so like this is like you take the character and you imagine that like it is 100% the weebiest person you have ever met in your life, and they just 100% go full weeb whenever they're reincarnated, and they start just making stuff up. Like they start being like, "Oh, well, I'm the leader of a secret shadow organization that's going to fight against the evil cult of whatever." But the thing is that everything he says ends up being true. So either he makes it true by saying it, maybe, or that's just he happens to be right. And it's like hilarious. It's all jokes.
Is he dealing with that dilemma of whether he doesn't know?
He hasn't really thought about it. He's completely oblivious. And then also, obviously,
is it just bad writing, or do you think that's actually relevant?
It's intentional. It's very intentional in this one's case.
So it feels like there might be some side plot about how he has actual manipulation over the isekai universe he created.
That's the secret of space, and I've read the manga too, and it never revealed anything that actually made that the case.
That's interesting because I've been wanting to actually see something in which the isekai, for those that don't know, isekai is an anime genre in which an individual usually dies in some capacity in the normal world, ends up in a world that's like almost fantastical in some way, that's like oftentimes turns into some kind of power fantasy, right? Not always, but in many cases. But I've always wanted to see an isekai in which the individual like it becomes like a dark sort of form of like self-fulfillment. Like I've always been interested in this idea of like, oh, they go to their their isekai, but then like everything becomes so easy and so boring that they end up with this sort of turmoil, right, about their situation, in which they're like developing
if I can spoil the first
empathy
episode,
for the hold on, but develop an empathy for the people they're involved with in this new world, but also struggle with the contradiction of like that they have some kind of strong manipulation over it. Like I find that really interesting because like that's like a terrible fucking hell-like dilemma to be in. That wouldn't be a positive isekai situation. So go ahead. Go. What were you saying?
what I would say is that if you remember Kick-Ass, the like superhero character, there was a movie for it.
Yeah.
It's like the first episode is his real life, real personality was he tried to be Kick-Ass and he got killed.
Okay.
So like,
So
the
he tried.
premise of the story.
So I think the term is he tried to be like if I remember correctly,
A vigilante.
yeah, but there's
superhero.
but like when Japanese people live up or attempt to live out their like kind of fantasy
Chuni
lives.
is usually a word.
Yeah, there you go, Chuni. So he's a Chuni that ended up taking it too far and dying.
Yeah.
Okay,
And then
got
he's
it.
reincarnated in a world where he continues to be that way.
Okay.
And I'm enjoying it. It's fun. It's a little ridiculous. But the problem is, I do wonder if it'll ever actually deliver, because that's sort of the thing we were talking about earlier, where it's like there's this secret of space, this concept of like, is he making the world be this way? Is it like, or does he know this in advance or something? Because like he like predicts the demon resurrection of some god and blah blah blah, and it's just like his chuny bullshit. But apparently that is the case in this world. That is the thing that's happening.
Well, see, that's what's fascinating to me, right? Like it's interesting. Like if it goes in that direction, hit me up, okay? If it doesn't go in that direction, I don't want to watch.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So like I'm interested because like I'm interested in shows that like kind of not subvert your expectations, but like kind of take shit in weird dark places that a genre that's well established doesn't usually. Like questions the kind of more nuanced takes on the subject that are being kind of missed or disregarded as being unimportant to the popular. Oh, hold on a second. Oop. Give me 1 second here before she pops up on the screen. Hold on. Wasn't expecting you. Hold on a second. Hold on. It was initially, but she like ran right up to the microphone. All right, 1 second, guys. All right, I'm back. Sorry, guys. I was trying to like turn on my camera, but I kept hitting everything else. I don't like to show like my kids and stuff on the stream. So, anyway, can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? Okay, cool. So, hold on 1 more second here. All right. God damn it. 1 second. All right, I'm back. Sorry, I gotta like at a certain point I gotta tell. Even when I'm streaming, I like. Does that make me? I guess that makes me a decent dad. Because like even when I'm streaming, I tell them I want to actively kiss you goodnight. So like, they'll like roll up in here when it's bedtime to like to tell me goodnight. But sometimes they don't knock; they just roll up. So I have to like immediately kind of like click on shit, and but it's just important to me, right? I want them to get a hug and a kiss goodnight before they drift off to temporary oblivion. Is that wrong of me? I don't know.
I
But
don't see how it would be wrong. I'm not a parent, so I wouldn't really know, but I can see that, like, if I were that kid, I wouldn't be bothered by your parenting style, as I know so far.
like, I don't know. I want like, assuming, obviously, God forbid that someone loses a child in their sleep. I want the thing they know to be that their parent absolutely loves them.
Yeah, like the last thing you said to them is that you love them.
Yeah,
I
and
see
that's
that.
what they go to bed to. They go to bed
Yeah.
to, I love you and
A
I
good
care
mentality
about you.
to raise kids in.
I try. I try. I just get what I try to turn what I wish um I felt and try to send it out back. In any case, let's not get dark and weird. What was I saying?
Really weird.
Yeah. So, in any case, I want to see more of that in a lot of anime genres or any genres to be that matter. I like to see not just like subvert expectations or get just dark for the sake of being dark, but like just trying to get like wedge into those weird nuanced spaces that could get dark and then like fuck with them a little bit and then turn it into a piece of fiction. Like I like to experiment with that stuff. So if that isekai turns into something of that nature,
Right, and I super doubt it will because
I know.
part of the legend of these stories is that they always like peter out and never do anything. There's also some like ones that are just really popular, like Mob Psycho has a new season that's good. There's
you know what I need a new season of, man? I'm dying. Like I need a new season of because I don't read the manga. Like I love manga, but for some reason I'm not comfortable reading manga online. I need the books. So it's hard for me to read a lot of manga unless it's hentai, then I'll read it online. But for some reason I like to support the artists. I'm stupid. So but you know what I need? So anime is a lot easier because there's a lot of streaming services for anime. Is there any streaming services for manga? Like not like visual, like subscription services for manga that isn't.
Oh, I don't know.
For like
visual
shonens and stuff. Like so, I could read the latest, whatever, seishun fucking or isekai or shonen.
Oh, I'm looking right now. I should also mention because we're similar age. Bleach has its new season.
I didn't grow up on Bleach. Bleach was never like a thing. You know what's hilarious, Horthus? You're gonna laugh at me. You know what I started watching like in the last year actively because I was looking for a shonen to watch with my daughter because she loves she like really likes Dragon Ball, right? So I was like, okay, cool.
Sure.
So she likes all this shit. So then like we went through Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, the movies. And now we're caught up. And so I was like, okay, I need a new shonen. Well, that shit catches up, right? Like to anime, because she's not super into manga. And so, but she does watch subtitled, no dub. She prefers subtitled. She likes the voices better. But I was like, okay, I need a new fucking shonen, right? And so, but I was thinking, shit, the only shonen that are kind of age appropriate to someone that's like 11, in my opinion, are like certain popular ones that I never got into, right? And so I tried My Hero Academia. She didn't like it. She was like, "It's just boring." I'm like, okay. She's not into the whole superhero thing, right? So she didn't like My Hero Academia. You know what we started watching, and she's already saying she likes it more than she did Dragon Ball, and she liked Dragon Ball a lot. Is One Piece. So
that is surprising.
Yeah, so we're watching One Piece, and she's like, "Wow!" Like pretty much in her own 11-year-old voice, she's been like, "Wow, this is some good shit, Dad." Like she's loving One Piece.
Are you watching the dub?
No, sub HD sub.
Okay.
Now we were watching the old sub, and I didn't know Crunchyroll actually had both the original grainy sub and the HD sub, which is crazy. It has both for whatever reason.
So this is a newbie opinion, but you know what I think would be really cool and wholesome is the Spy X Family. If you have seen any of that,
I've checked out a little bit of that. It might be a fun place to take, but I'm kind of trying to like watch older, longer running series because
that's reasonable.
Because she's like, I don't want her. I kind of want to develop a taste for her to have a taste in like more retro shit, and respect it and appreciate it. And so, since she really enjoyed Dragon Ball and with Dragon Ball Z and all that shit, I was like, I showed her Dragon Ball after, like, I didn't start downloading a Dragon Ball after Dragon Ball Z because Dragon Ball has more of the ecchi humor, you know. So I'm like, too many Master Roshi scenes in Dragon Ball. So, but in any case, we're watching One Piece, but what makes it funny is I had never watched One Piece, right? I had never watched it. I was never interested in
One Piece.
No, I was never interested in One Piece, and well, that's where we differ. Because I started watching One Piece. I think we're like 50 episodes in or something, and I'm like, this shit's fucking fire, dude. Like, this shit's so fucking fun and absurd and ridiculous. And
so I've gotten like feedback from people who are like, "Oh, you didn't really try." It's like, no, I've watched, I think, all the episodes, and I've read the entire manga.
You watched all 1,040 episodes?
Yes, yeah, I've seen everything in One Piece, and I've read every manga, and I just feel very mid about it.
Oh, wow, that's wild. Because I'm only like 50 episodes in, and I'm like, I like this shonen garbage. It's so good. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't even give a shit about pirates. Like, pirates have never been like a thing. Growing up, it was more about westerns.
I think for me, it's about pacing. It's about like, why did this take 1,000 issues? Why did this take every episode ever?
I would say the manga is significantly different. But in that sense, but I don't care, dude. I don't mind inner monologue bullshit, and like, I just skip filler episodes, and like, if there's filler bullshit, I'll skip it. She doesn't mind. My daughter's like, whatever. If it's not saying anything new, she doesn't care. And so, like, I don't know, man. It's just a lot of fun. It's just a lot of fun. I'm a sucker. I'm just a sucker for any story in which a character strives against the impossible. Like, just absurd, impossible, improbable.
So for me, like, perfect pacing is like the original Portal game, or even Portal 2, where like that went at exactly the speed that I felt was perfect.
I guess that's different for everyone, right? I savor the, even when it's slow, I savor the lead up. I like slow burns. I'm a slow burn guy.
Have you? Do you like Star Wars stuff?
Not really, man.
Okay.
Like, I respect Star Wars for what it is, but I just don't.
I was going to just say that the Andor series they just did, or are doing still, like, that was a slow burn for me, where I was like bored at episode 4 to 6, but then like by the time it got to 10 and paid off, I was like, oh shit.
No, I heard it's good. It's just, I like stories that start mundane and develop into something much greater. And oftentimes I feel like life is like that. So I or much more epic in some degree. So like I relate to that, right? Because that's kind of what I'm going through right now, if that makes any sense. I feel like I've lost like the first. I'm 38, so I feel like I've lost like 20 years of most of my life in like aimless sort of alienation and disconnect, and then like 10 more years of like some weird combination, and then like 5 more years of like, I think I'm figuring some shit out and finally getting to something, but I'm still fucking up really bad, to like 3 years of like, oh shit, this is where my shonen picked up. Like
So
it feels like
so
a
Susan
Steins Gate situation for me. Like
Oh, Steins Gate's really good.
but
Tay
like you know how it's
mentions
boring
Inuyasha
for like
as maybe something that your daughter would like.
no, we started watching Inuyasha. She likes Inuyasha. Yeah, like we just didn't continue it. But Inuyasha. The joke when I was younger was that Inuyasha was the shonen for girls.
Yeah, I mean it pretty much was.
Like it was shonen for girls because like that was a joke with Inuyasha because it was like it had enough action to be a shonen, but it had enough romance to be like interesting.
High school,
and like
all
drama.
the nerdy girls that like the anime like
yeah.
Inuyasha. So.
When I was growing up, when I was a teenager, it was like Inuyasha was the shit for the girl weebs. They were like all about Inuyasha. Like I was like sitting there watching like what was I watching like as a senior in high school? I was probably watching what year was that? Shit, man. I'm trying to think. I'm probably watching stuff like
one of my formative animes
like Lane
was
or something.
Trigun.
Huh?
Trigun was one of
Trigun.
my
There you go.
animes.
I'd be watching something like Trigun in my teenage years, and the weeb girls would be watching Inuyasha, or something like Night Hunters, if you remember that one.
No, I don't.
Some like Bishonen shit, right? Like all the Bishonen shit, the pretty boy hero drama shit. So yeah. There's plenty of Bishonen back then. Oh, Cowboy Bebop, of course.
Cowboy Bebop, jeez.
That's like
Yeah,
my early 20s right there.
slam.
Cowboy Bebop was my early 20s.
Yep.
Cowboy Bebop, man. It was
Samurai
weird. Like I would watch.
Champloo I liked a lot.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Samurai Champloo also.
Of course,
like that same
that was
Cowboy
after.
Bebop.
But like Cowboy Bebop was like a weird situation for me because when I was watching it, that was before I like really discovered my, I guess what would be termed my bisexuality. So like I was watching shows like Cowboy Bebop, and like conceptually I was like, why am I both attracted to Faye and Spike? Like, and Vincent. So like I was just like confused. Like I remember watching those shows and I was like, Vincent's scary but hot. Spike's not scary but confusing and sad but hot. Face is a tsundere that's hot. I'm confused. What's wrong with me? That was my experience watching Cowboy Bebop when I was young. So
it's interesting. I didn't really, I think, see any of those characters as attractive characters in that way.
no, I know because you wanted to you put your pee-pee in Ein.
Right, I like the ships. Right, I like the starships.
You're like, can I somehow put my phallus inside of the Bebop ship? Oh man, no, I joked about the Ein. Nobody wants to fuck Ein. Well, I hope nobody wants to fuck Ein. Holy shit! But this world, there's probably somebody that wants to fuck Ein. So, but yeah. It's Ein's a dog. Don't worry, it's not the kid.
I think something that would surprise some people is that like I never have been able to enjoy a Gundam series. As much as I love mecha and robots and stuff, like
what?
It's just not right for me. It just doesn't work for me.
What,
like,
bro? Are you fucking serious? Are you talking like?
I am serious.
No, are you talking both like colony canon shit and?
Yeah, I watched a lot of it.
Oh my god, you're fucking out of your mind.
It's weird that I don't like the politics. I don't like the robots. It's like. Do you remember that crappy Mech Warrior series I showed you?
Yeah.
Like that is more the robot side.
What the fuck?
Big stompy tanks is more my
it
territory.
Doesn't even matter, bro, because Gundam has big stompy tanks and it has the fluid shit. It has both.
They're human.
Oh my god, they're too human. The Gundams are too human.
Yeah, the Gundams are too human.
There's too many feelings involved in piloting. That's what you're saying. Ugh.
Yeah, it needs to be cold and calculated and big guns.
So you like your what is it? Saga of the Galactic Heroes.
Yeah, that's some good shit.
I will die for my. I'm going down with my galactic ship, for it means more to me than any kind of interpersonal relationship of any kind.
Yes, that is exactly it. Tay brings up
So, like,
Gurren Lagann, and I enjoy Gurren Lagann, but I enjoy Gurren Lagann for the
Okay,
characters
here.
and the
Oh well,
concepts,
that's interesting.
not necessarily for the mecha.
What about
Like,
okay,
what-
here we're gonna get old. How old are you, Hortus? How old are you?
We're the same age.
We're the same age. We're
Like,
both
almost
like
exactly.
almost 38, or we
I'm
are
37 right this minute.
Okay,
I
I'm
will be
38, so I'm a
38
little
in
older
January.
than you. Okay, God, this is so much
Yeah,
fun.
yeah, you got a couple
You're a
months.
38. You're a 37-year-old schizoid out on the internet, so this is fucking great. Okay, I'm gonna say a word, and I want to hear a reaction. Okay, Escaflowne.
Excellent.
What?
It's great. I actually only got back into that because of some other podcast I listened to that had gotten into it.
Okay.
So it was like after the fact. I didn't enjoy it at the time it was coming out.
Yeah.
But afterwards, it's been really good to enjoy, and probably one of the best lesbians.
Oh, so if you mention lesbians, you like Universal Girl, right?
I'm not opposed. I believe they should enjoy what they enjoy.
What is it? Universal Girl. What is it? How do you pronounce it? I don't remember.
Utena? Yeah, that's a good one.
Some good shit, man. Some good shit. Like that was like when I was I don't know, in my teenage years. I watched that and I was like, lesbians are a respectable thing. Like I'm watching like that's some proud, solid shit. Even if I grew up in a Catholic family, I was like it's funny. Like I could be watching, like I could be a young guy watching, like they grew up in a Catholic family that taught him like any kind of gay shit is bad. And I'm watching like anime, like Utena, and I'm going, what the fuck's wrong with everybody? This shit's dope. This shit's wholesome and dope. Oh man, so great. No, we already mentioned Gurren Lagann. I think Fourth has mentioned Gurren Lagann. That's some good shit. And if you want to go like American anime influences, for sure Big O, right? Like,
oh yeah, Big O is really cool.
Big O. Horthus was whipping it out for Big O.
Punch Max.
Okay. You want to go old? Here, fuck it. Let's go old man. Let's get some old man shit, like 90s old, like early 2000s old man shit. What about fucking oh god, I can't remember the name. Revolver Head, or whatever the fuck he was. He was like this dude with like a gun for a head.
Oh, there was a recent series that did that.
No, but an old series. He was like this somewhat mechanized, like detective, old looking dude, and his gun would turn into like a fucking head. Like his head would turn into a gun. Hold on. Let's see if I can find it. No, I know there's a newer show. I know that does that. But there was like an older show that had a guy that kind of did that. I think he was a gunhead. Hold on, let me see here. I'm gonna find it. I think his head turned into a gun. Head turns into gun. Old anime. I know there's a fucking. What am I thinking of? Maybe I'm mixing shit up. Or he was some kind of gun, or his head or his body turned into a gun. But it was like from like the fucking 90s or early 2000s, late 90s. Oh, maybe I'm totally fucking this up. I swear to God.
You're reminding me of Galaxy Express 999.
No. Oh, I love Galaxy Express 999. That's
that's an interesting one.
That shit's fire, man. Like that shit's dude. Anything. Fucking what's his face? Like if you want to talk like, oh my god, Blackjack, and like, Blackjack, right?
Maybe not.
Blackjack, come on, man, you're killing me here. I thought you were as old as me. Hold on. It was like a robot detective. Robot? God damn it.
Young Blackjack?
No, well, just Blackjack in general. Just the Blackjack stuff. It's down
with white hair and black hair? Yeah. I've never seen this.
You've never watched Blackjack?
Cool. Never seen it.
Oh, Blackjack's great, dude. He's a doctor. He's like this anime surgeon doctor guy. He's like so good. It's up there with Galaxy Express, like as far as like fan base goes, like old school. No, I'm fucking thinking of God damn it. Gunhead guy. 90s anime. I can't remember.
And I want to see if it's any good because I liked it as a kid, but I don't know if it like nobody seems to talk about it anymore. Is like Record of Lodoss War.
Oh, dude, are you fucking bringing that shit up right now? Are you fucking serious? You know how many times?
I'm genuinely curious to rewatch it.
Do you know how many? Everyone's leaving because they're like a bunch of old men are talking. Do you know how many times I've watched Record of Lodoss War? Oh Once. My fucking god! No, dude, I've watched that shit like 10 goddamn times at least. I used to have Record of Lodoss War on DVD, and I would rewatch that shit constantly as like someone. I think I was a teenager, like or early 20s, one of those. I don't remember. Record of Lodoss War was the shit. It was D&D, the anime at the time. It was the best.
Yeah, so like I think I only saw like
all right,
a little bit of Record of Lodoss War.
Now we gotta fuck around. Now it's 9:30. We gotta fuck around. I don't care about the subject anymore. I'm like lost my mind now that you've jumped on here and started talking about the stupid bullshit. All right, hold on. Give me a minute here. I gotta fucking switch it over to because I'm looking at like stupid ass fucking pictures and images. I'm like looking for a gunhead guy. But it's just bringing up this new show. Okay, check this out. Let's do this. We're gonna do this. Hopefully I don't get the stream taken down for looking at old stuff. Okay. Record of Lodoss War. Holy shit. A Lodoss. Isn't there like even like extended series like currently that are like derived from
what I remember is there was like a Record of Lodoss War, and then there was like a sequel series.
Yeah, there's like other ones, but man, Record scenes. Let me see if I can find some scenes from the Grey Witch Carla fight scene. That was pretty good. I'm surprised there's no fucking remake on that. It had video games and shit. Yeah, Parn, Deedlit. Oh, Deedlit was the elf. Let me see here. There's an AMV. I don't want to see that. Dude, this stuff was so good. I remember I had the box set for like the original DVDs that had behind the scenes footage of when they like premiered it on it, and it was just a bunch of Japanese fucking D&D nerds that read the light novels that were there to just like see Deedlit animated so they could fap to it later. Hold on. Record of Lodoss War. Okay, Berserker. Remember the Berserker scene? Oh, so good. Do you remember that or no?
Not Berserker. No, off the top of my head.
There was a Berserker character. Oh, Orson. I think this is the scene. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. This is it. Is this like an AMV or is this the actual? Oh, this is an AMV. Fuck. I don't want an old ass AMV from like 20 years ago. I just want to see. Oh, here we go. I think I found it. You guys see that? Oh, yeah, good.
Yeah, it's working.
So this is the scene where like the main character hero guy like threatens this girl that this guy just goes berserk if anybody fucking even puts a finger on her. Yeah, I remember. Like, it was such a great scene because, like, dude is like fighting this girl that's like skilled, but he overcomes her or whatever, and then like this dude just rolls up, starts doing like over the top, like ridiculous amounts of like destruction on rock and stuff. And up until this point, like there was no characters doing anything that ridiculous on with their swords, you know. And so it was like awesome. It was such an impactful scene when I was watching it younger, because like up until this point, you know, your main character and even the villains that he was fighting they weren't displaying any amount of strength that would like let them destroy a chunk of a hill, you know. And this dude just rolls up and starts doing shit like this, and you were like, "What the fuck is going on?" And then that's when they're like, "Oh, he's a berserker." And like, you know, he gets like
I've seen all of it, but my memories of Parn are not of him like wrecking mountains. There, it is like
no, he's like having like normal sword fights and stuff, right?
Yeah, and he's like okay as a farm boy who learned how to fight.
Yeah. But then this guy rolls up because he overcomes this like girl fighter, and he like manages to like outplay her with the group, and then like this dude just shows up and starts doing like gut shit to the fucking mountain. And so like I remember after that little sequence they're like, oh shit, he's a berserker. Like he would have fucking killed everyone except for that the girl goes up to him and says, calm down, I'm safe, everything is okay, look, I'm okay, they're not attacking me anymore, it's okay. And then he calms down. You get me? But like up until that point, he would have killed everybody there. Let me see. And so that made the kind of impact of a berserker character so interesting because he had zero control over his like rage, right? And so that kind of showed the detriment of it, right? Because I think at one point, like even when she tries to calm him down, he's like, it's not working, you know, like she's trying to fight and he's just like twitching and shit. And he's like, not here. Let me see. This is another scene. Oh, and the dwarven character was great. Remember the dwarf? Oh, so good.
Yeah. He's like the mentor, at least. Like I said, I want to rewatch this one because I don't think I ever got to rewatch it.
You know how I discovered this shit? The way I discovered this anime was because this is pretty like super internet based, right? Like where the best you think you could find on the internet was like a fucking thread board on some like random hobby, right? So I went into a Levels, which was this type of store that would take trade-ins of like CDs and DVDs and give you store credit so that you can buy other CDs and DVDs, right? And this is way back. And so I remember I would bring in like movies they didn't like and a bot and didn't end up liking to get some partial credit back so that I could buy other shit that they had used there, right? And I remember I would go back there occasionally because they sometimes had anime that people would trade in that maybe they didn't like. And that's how I found a bunch of good shit. And one of those pieces of really good shit was a box set of the short OVA that was Record of Lotus War. I think it was only like 14 or 15 episodes or something.
What I remember is there used to be like on Sci-Fi Network, like an anime hour. And they would take 45 minutes of an anime and turn it into a 2-hour commercial film thing. And so the first 3 episodes of Lotus War were in that, but they'd stretch it out for 2 hours with tons of commercial breaks.
Oh man, at Lotus War, man. Like, I'm showing some Lotus War right now. The Grey Witch fight scene. It captured D&D so well, didn't it?
Yeah, it's interesting how much that influenced things in those early days.
Like, there was a rogue.
Like
there was
the Wizardry game series.
Yeah, because you had a rogue, you had a fighter, which was the main character, right? Or was it? He was more of a fighter, right? Yeah, I mean that's the best.
He was just like a balanced fighter, as opposed to like the dwarf was more like, I don't know, a heavy fighter. Or something.
Heavy, yeah. Well, he was closer to like almost like it is. His gear and the way he fought was closer to a cleric, but without the spells. Like I don't know how to describe it, or paladin. But and then you had like the regular thief rogue, and then you had the elven sort of like spell sword, right? So
yeah, it's kind of like Moldvay D&D. So really, with that edition, elves were a class.
Yeah.
They, like, so that if you wanted to be a half caster, half sword fighter, and you picked elf, that would be like the right play to do that build.
Oh, it's so good, man. So good. Is that some kind of AMV from way back? Let me see. I gotta see this. What is what are they playing?
I was careless.
these fucking AMVs from way back, man. I'm scared to play them because like it might get the stream taken down. Hey, so videos only sound. Oh god, again every fucking time. Oh, you guys couldn't even see any of it, huh? God damn it! This always happens. Hold on. Oh, great. Now it's showing my fucking... Hold on. There. Now it's showing the right thing, right? Fucking bullshit. I guess that last scene, nobody saw it. Because, like, it wasn't displaying anything. I was trying to see if they had anything else on here. Yeah, because the newest one was Record of Grand Crest War, right? I haven't watched it. I'm trying to see if there's any other Record of Lost War action on here. I'm such a fucking weeb, dude. It's just like stills. That's just stills. Let's see here. Oh, this is the original trailer. Okay, here we go. Okay, cool. This is the original trailer for Record of Lost War. Oh, I remember there was a priest. Remember there was a priest and a wizard or a mage or whatever?
Oh, yeah, I barely...
Yeah, he even used Turn Undead or something at some point. The dwarf design and the elf design were so fucking lit for this shit. Especially, I love the dwarf design.
Yeah, I feel like he had to have been playing the Moldvay version of D&D. Like, everything looks and feels like those interpretations of classes. The only thing it's missing is a half.
It didn't have any orcs or anything, yeah, either.
Look.
Hey, come on, you two. Wait for me. I'm coming with you.
the hell's a woodchuck? I don't even know what that means. I think that was his name. Was his name Woodchuck?
I think it was his name.
Yeah, dude, this is literally the set I had. This is one of the first sets I had. I had the Collector Series, Record of Lotus War Complete Series, episode 1 through 13. Can you believe it? A series is that's 13 episodes with new bonus features. I had this exact set.
I think I saw this set for sale at Spencer's or whatever, but I never bought
No,
it.
I had this shit. I might still have it. I don't even know.
Dude, the way I consumed anime when I was in high school, I literally bought, as they came out, each of the Trigun DVDs, like as they would get released at Spencer's.
So good. Oh, so good, man. I grew up on that shit and like Bastard. Remember Bastard?
I do remember Bastard as a name of the thing. I don't remember.
No,
what
they've
that
remade
was.
it recently. They actually brought back Bastard, which is so crazy to me. Everyone's leaving because we're just turning into weebs.
Yeah, this is my fault.
Oh, fuck you, Horthus. Why do you do this to me? Everyone's leaving because we're just turning into weebs.
Sorry.
Like the very moment in which I should have. How about Space Runway Idion and Space Pirate Cobra? Oh man, that sounds kind of familiar. Oh man, it's so bad. Horthus, what did you do to my stream? What did you do?
I Horthused it.
This is why you should be bankrolling me, because you fucking Horthused my stream.
My apologies.
Oh, you completely Horthused my stream. Like, bro, like if there's anything that kills me, it's talking about like anime shit and nostalgia, because all my like positive feelings are associated to that, and you just
Yep.
What have you done, bro? What have you done? Everyone left.
I turned the stream into what I wanted to talk about, which was nerdy animation.
There's like literally 3 viewers now. Like I had like 12.
So there's me, there's you, and
That's amazing, dude. Everyone left. Oh man. That's amazing. That's amazing. Everyone left. I don't even care, bro. Because they saw the first chunk that was actually relevant to anything. Now it's just me and you hanging out. Like I might as well just get like on Discord and just hang out with Horthus. Like you know what? You want to know what though? You want to know what, Horthus?
yes, I want to know what.
I don't regret a second of it because I'm having a blast talking to your shit.
Good. I enjoy talking about this stupid shit too.
Talking about
obviously it's not productive for certain other things.
Porn Love 99 just asked, is this guy a Zoid? A guy named Porn Love 99 is asking. I don't even know how to interpret that shit, man. A guy named Porn Love 99 just jumped on and asked me, is this guy a real Zoid?
I don't know. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not.
Maybe I don't love pornography enough to be a real schizoid. Unless your name's ironic. So.
You know, like I think I'm one of your very, very, very first Patreon subscribers.
You were the first. You were the first. Horthus, you were the first. Remember that. You were literally the first dude to drop $5 a month on me, and I don't think you've stopped since then.
There was right before I got my new job, because I took like a whole year.
Oh yeah, you were some broke bitch for a little while, right?
I unsubscribed, then I got a job, then I resubscribed.
Yeah, I think there was some moment in which you were some broke bitch that didn't pay me, right?
I was getting down to the wire of.
Wait, what the fuck? Now there's 10 viewers. How the fuck did they all come back? I'm serious, dude. I seriously think that what's happening is that YouTube doesn't count anybody that's not actively looking at, like, have their main window as your screen as a viewer. Now drop down back to 5. What the fuck is going on?
You can't pay that much attention to this. Seriously, like you'll blow your brain out.
No,
like,
it's just it's insane. No, but dude, it jumped from 3 people to 10 people for a few seconds, and then back down to 5 people. How the fuck does that make sense? Other than I said something.
Some coin.
How can I send some coin? Oh shit, Pornlove 99 wants to send Schizoid Angst and the Schizoid Support Advocacy Channel coin. So if you want to sell a coin, you go ahead and go down in the description and go to my Patreon or my PayPal. I would gladly take all your money, Pornlove 99, on my PayPal. So if you're drunk, inebriated, or otherwise incapacitated, I will gladly take any money you have and funnel it toward helping more individuals. All right, you were only joking. Well, fuck you, Pornlove 99. I don't need you. I was dozing the whole anime talk. Hey, Blissess, what's up? How you been, man? I want to see more of that art. I like your Ulysses art. Wait, you're in the VC right now? What the fuck? Hold on. You are? Oh, that's you. Mel, you're Evosis? Mel, you're Evosis? You just said it in chat. Is that you?
Apparently, I forgot everything that was going on. Yes.
Wait, you're Evosis?
Yes.
Dude, your art is fire as fuck.
I didn't even know you looked at my art.
I've seen your fucking art pop up like when you have put it on the server or you put it in places. I don't know if I follow you on Twitter, but the few times that I have come across your art, I'm like, this shit's pretty fire, man. Like, I like it. I mean, even just your avatar. I dig that shit. It's good stuff. Schizo art for the win, man. 100%. Anyway. So that's it. There. I said it. I associate... Oh, what is this? Why do I have an article that I'm reading about reading more about schizo shit? Whatever. It doesn't matter. Let me switch back to you guys talking. Like, half of the time I don't understand how any of this shit works. Like, I don't understand why it'll say that like I don't know, whatever, it doesn't matter. Oh man, I'm tired. I am exhausted, and I think I want to end my stream because it's devolved into just nonsense. All right. So, usually when my stream devolves into just silly nonsense, I'm like, it's probably done. It's probably done, and I should probably move on. Hold on. Oh man, but I could sit here all day and just look at stupid nostalgic bullshit without stopping. Like, I could just be like, bastard anime trailer, because they remade it. They brought back Bastard, right? Do you know about any of this, Corthus?
It was not one I paid a ton of attention to. You mentioned it earlier.
This was the original Bastard trailer, if I remember the.
In an age of darkness.
May God have mercy upon your soul.
The dub. This is for the dub.
Something's amiss.
And a time of evil.
Oh, 2022, so right. Recently.
When the world needed a hero.
This one was so about to die.
What it got was him.
Groovy. You know your shoelace is untied.
Oh wait, that's why is it Bruce Campbell talking? Is this real? Oh, this is Army of Darkness shit. No, this is just Army of Darkness. I'm like, wait a minute, this isn't the bad. They were just using clips from like fucking Army of Darkness. Hold on. God, do they have the actual original because they just brought it back. Original Bastard trailer. Oh, they just had Bastard. Dark Schneider. Oh, I can show this. Dark Schneider Awakens.
Accept this.
This was like up there with like Slayers.
In the name of
Slayers.
Enomonte,
That was a
our
fun
beloved
one.
goddess of beauty, break now this seal.
Dude, I didn't see any announcement for this. I've never seen anything for this, and it was released this year.
Oh yeah, Bastard. They brought back
Yoko,
Bastard.
you said you were still a virgin.
You'll give me
Yeah,
a
I
bad reputation.
never saw
This girl's
any
chastity is
thing like this
100%.
Till now.
Well, 80% perfect. Whatever. Oh.
I should stop distracting the stream since I apparently am not the scripture.
Oh, you're definitely one of those.
I mean, Porn Love 99 called me out.
Oh, you got called out.
What evil power is this?
Look, I just realized I'm watching this shit and no one can see it. Hold on. Because I switched over. Oh, hold on. I realized I just switched over to the fucking thing where nobody can actually see what I'm watching. Alright, here we go. There we go. This is Bastard.
What evil power is this?
This is where they resurrect Bastard, the Bastard character, Dark Schneider. A reference to D. Schneider. Because that was the whole thing. It was a heavy metal anime that referenced... It was, even before like JoJo got animated, it referenced nothing but like heavy metal, power metal shit, like Iron Maiden shit from back then.
After all these years, I am alive again! What power is this? I've never sensed anything like it!
What happened to Luce? What have you done with him?
I am Luce, but the spell has transformed me. Now I am Dark Schneider, the most powerful wizard in the world. Come. On your feet.
He's completely different.
You mean all this time the boy was holding within him the presence of Dark Schneider?
Imagine all it took to release him was a simple kiss.
Dark Schneider? My brother's enemy.
Welcome back, Dark Schneider. Dark Schneider, we're in great danger. We'll give you any reward, anything you want if you'll just help us.
Use your black magic to smash our enemies and lead our forces to victory!
I think not.
Huh? You think not? Have you no obligation? We brought you back from the dead. Destroy our foes and we'll pay you handsomely.
Shut up. I'm not a sword for hire. I've got my own plan.
This is the dumbest so good. Shut up. Like, it's so ridiculous.
I'm going to make the whole world my kingdom! But first, I believe I'll have your head, Great Priest Geo. Did you think I'd forgotten? My defeat 15 years ago, mere moments before becoming master of the world? And you were one of the 5 people who handed me that defeat, cleric. You were the one who transformed and imprisoned me. And now that I'm free again, I'm going to make you pay for what you did!
But the enemy forces are coming!
Luce, this can't be happening.
Die, Geo! Die!
Wait, stop! You can't do this! You said half of you is Luce! Well, he would never do something this awful!
You see, the Great Priest is my enemy. My hatred for him demands that he be
Is
destroyed.
the girl supposed to
And
be from like a
besides,
modern
butchering your
times?
father is a
I know that her outfit looks like like she's an isekai in there, but no, man.
Yeah, it looks like she's like April O'Neil.
No, yeah. Like, dude, this show's so good. I haven't watched the remake or the. I'm hoping it's just as ridiculous. Because, like, what made the show so funny was that he would just, like, he would go around, like, just being completely isekai levels of OP, just wrecking everyone in the show. And then, like, just be completely full of himself the entire time. So, like, he'd just be walking around, like, you know, just going, like, this cannot defeat me. I am Dark Schneider. I am all powerful. Ha ha ha. Pathetic. And then, like, they would, like, put up some kind of a fight, and then he would just destroy the villain of the show by unleashing his true power or something. And then he would wreck them, and he'd be like, of course. They never had a chance. It's just stupid show. And, like, he was only being swayed outside of his, like, very 2D personality of being, like, the evil wizard warlock guy by the girl who touched his heart, you know? Oh man, it's so ridiculous. What is this?
The temperature's climbing.
Yeah, I'll catch up on the new version of this one.
You gotta watch the old one to really like. The old one's a short OVA, so you can watch the original short OVA, gain like a retro aesthetic like appreciation for it, and then maybe probably watch the new one and enjoy it even more. You get me?
Tends to sink us in a pool of magma.
Sure.
And the dub is so strong. It's one of those old dubs. It's so good.
I can't maintain this barrier with both of us in here. All right, monster, let's do it!
Wait, are you watching this? He just runs naked.
All right, monster, let's do it!
Are you watching it or no? Can you see it or not? Or not, Horthus?
Yeah.
He's like running butt ass naked toward this like God knows what level demon.
Like you do. Alright, I'm gonna bail out. It's
rush to your fiery death. The lifespan of you humans is no more than an eye blink for an elemental. You are a fool to throw your life away. So ends the threat of this pathetic wizard.
Who are mindless.
What?
Obey your oath of blood. Come forth from the land of Advan.
That spell! What are you doing?
Let the fires of Gehenna turn you to ash. Burn and fry.
No!
Exodus!
Impossible! How can you summon a flame as hot as the sun? How?
Idiot! I added my power to your Hellion spell!
I love how he like announces like how he did it. Are you still there, Horthus? Did Horthus take off? Ah, they took off. That makes me sad. Oh, okay. In any case, I'll finish this and end the stream.
Never before has a fire spell been used to best a fire elemental. I've lived for 300 years. I Invincible.
What you are is beaten. And you kept on calling me boy. Guess what? I'm older than you.
Wow, so good. Alright, guys. The stream has devolved into madness. Yeah, a lot of isekai really is that, but those are not good isekais. Melee. Alright, so guys, this is the end of the stream. I'm tired. Let's see here. It's like, well, there was 12 of you. Now it's back to 3 of you. All right, guys. Thanks a lot for joining me. Thank you for anybody that's here. Thank you for everything else. And blah, 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 blah. Most of my streams devolve into madness and nonsense by the end. So if you like the first half, in which there's an actual goal, please watch it. Future references. And if you end up watching the entirety of the stream, I am entirely sorry for that. If you watch this as a VOD, good. I hope you enjoyed it. And at whatever portion you decide to leave, if you are still there, please support me on Patreon, PayPal, or anywhere else that you feel is doable. Support me in my clout chasing for advocacy and everything else. Thank you very much. And as usual, when day is dark, always remember happy day, guys. We gotta remember happy day, okay? Peace out, guys. Let's try to find a nice little song to end this too. Oh, wait a minute, find here. Let's find a nice little. Let's see here. What do I got for you guys?
Please remember that when you feel scared or frightened, never forget the times when you feel happy. When day is dark, always remember happy day.
If you're happy, clap your hands. If you're happy, clap your hands. If you're happy, clap your hands, clap your hands. If you're happy, clap your hands. If you're angry, stomp your feet. If you're angry, stomp your feet. If you're angry, stomp your feet, stomp your feet. If you're angry, stomp your feet. If you're scared, say oh no.
Oh no!
If you're scared, say oh no.
Oh no!
If you're scared, say oh no, say oh no. If you're scared, say oh no.
Oh no! Oh no, guys. Say oh no.
If you're sleepy, take a nap.
Go sleep. Take a nap. It's time for a nap, guys.
Take a nap.
You gotta take a nap.
If you're sleepy,
It's time for a nap.
take a nap. Take a nap. If you're sleepy, take a nap.
Take all the naps you need. Everyone. Please.
If you're happy, clap your
You gotta
hands.
clap your hands. If you're awake,
happy,
try to clap them
your hands. If you're happy, clap your hands, clap your hands. If you're happy, clap your hands.
That's the end, guys. That's the end. All right. Good night, everybody.